Ebusia for mama che emma kwaba eba UTV so anopai yada asese wo do TV no ato UTV ye fa ma fi okua we a critical issue na eniema emma we a critical and it's a Ghana nsem a critical because ene de ka me no mienu ene wo mai dachi ko de na nanom ye beto ye no ene ye bom pa ese so ye be ye bi na ye de ato aso aseda kese nkoma se ode ato ahanum se aseda kese so koma this way chocolate drink do you hear any issue share any special ice mineral water nei ya obi boost in immune system because obi stroke COVID-19 no politician no ordinary person we dwom new ba open new ye nyina COVID-19 ka obi a e ma ne ye enye sika for yare obi a to make no nti obi stroke no special ice mineral water e ma boost immune system wo dwonso ademo a wo dwonso no na bibia ye bone a wo nipedium se toxins no ni nyina etumi aba besin wo madama e na anopei ye de critical issues ebro no atade so eye pamoni clothing wo mo e wo osu ene kiseman office ntade e tiapo wo mo adawma boy fashion jewelry wo mo so e wo makola wo mo so na di jewelry ene wo kwa asori wo ko ba bia sesi asori aklosi nti asori ni bia ye be twi ho seteten no ye do edu wonom akwaji glory na adom no e de ama otwe de amponyankopon se na dama we yi covid no e de free yeso but say the america no ensem bebre e critical issues enti anope ya to awo e wo ofie onim say covid-19 cases a ewiase afena nyanya no kwa na e kwa anim Ghana e wo mu bi ye twem 4000 e critical issue 4000 They no na nkofo bebre including minority edom kuma omrahye bedwom no eye argument say ye sha se a Ghana ye call lockdown na ye cases enu 100 makoma ha enui ye call lockdown obi antan dem omampani be ye lockdown no obo amane no kan say if you move the virus moves upia virus no supie ancha na Ghana fo ankasa ti na Ghana fo ankasa ye say Israel fo no ya so din ubu o man no so edin kom die yo na nkofo bi kra de ayemem fellow Ghanaians ekom de nti de omampani mema oduane ni omampani so ye hyehyɛ se obema aduane ama nkofo adi hot meals aduane a no adada ene aduane a ye no aye aduane de enamti na wo so akokoti tilapia no kra nwe ne se enkayem na tilapia ya bɔ ne powder mbo a ya bɔ na hwene mbo a ana omampani so ene pam no otwa no wa left lockdown no ene ene amone over 4000 minority so say omampani ankasa so ka because I really start here and also you say a serious issue no oh na nye serious issue and now the way immune system no to me fighting no any ene factory baako ya te se ehon ko a the am Ghana ye cases akodu 4000 is a factory baako obi di yare be kopie honom workers all factory honom over 150 mpacho Ministry of Health osem ba kiremu then na yare we ekodu factory Emma nipa 150 tested positive e wo honom oso mu kiremu tesa ensem na nti eno nti critical issues ye copy 4000 cases no ewiase am saying na wo covid-19 cases nso so a eno so kwa na ekona make say America e na ababeda ne ewiase nyina epicenter baby a yare no edoso pa wo America for records a wo mo e wa say wo confirmed cases 1.32 million American kwa 1.32 million enipa wo ho ato mo America 183,000 omo mawu ewo covid-19 cases no 78,200 American kwa we are say afere nyina nipa enya covid-19 ni bi no etwom 3 million 3.9 to almost 4 million enya covid-19 ni bi omo ho ato omo we are say afere nyina 1.32 million ena omo a chesesese no wo mawu ewo covid-19 cases so no kwa na ekoso say we are say amanse nyina wo mo bokoko say yehwe ye ho eye wo ho a critical issue. Ya behwe NDC for so any one man so am ne media houses ni bi twen nuanom Peace FM omo so omo mabiem. Any omo nuanom ayi allotage cost man so am ne twe so ma suspend no fair ana enye fair. Natural justice ayi adwuma say woni obi di asema wo so ma ne fair hearing. Did NDC give allotage cost fair hearing? Na see a council or set discipline so ye adwuma party bi emu. Wo ye party penny no nche so betimi de mrana show nsem. Wo ye allotage osem de me pe na meye. Is that the case? And yebeko ni nyina muni akwakohwe. But most importantly, ade ba ko ebehwe anope critical issues nze. COVID-19 cases no no politics. and I say enyesa ya dey a bit of Unipass any GRA any GC97 baba betum ya MPP4 any year of sophomore for ede rejoin the abase last week ya on critical issues yera adongo wabedunatem waba begu ne ho fi in fact we defame no into ode ne beko emra kwan so also the rejoin that but yebekin kan say rejoin that no ye ne honorable Carlos Ahinkra so afa bi de cha wo hwe efriduma won sem so ye ne betwetwe enkomo na afa ni nyina critical issues ahwe ne ade ho asem aba Ghana mission ye wo US wo New York ono wo tri-state no New York New Jersey Connecticut to say why na dwen so wo de Ghana fo a wo abroche no ba omayi emu ye behwe sa issues no so critical issues den na Ghana fo wo abroche close airport nti abede na Ghana mission e de omaba Ghana embassy so wo DC so na dwen so na the whole of America Ghana for wa America no and saying Professor Lumumba and Professor Prempe Prempe de betu just say Ghana aban ma Ghana for wa broche aye criminals because bebre omo visitors na wu nso wa close airport so omo mma nti omo ho no omo ye criminal Ghanaians omo bu immigration law no so and also say criminal offense and omo obi man so na who cause am na nado and akoso and Ghana for na wa broche when you critical issues ebeka ho asem ya fa mafia okua ya na ye homra sisi a na mpedifo aka no ye ne omtwetwe nkomo ye ne bebe so betwetwe nkomo e wo internet so telephone so Skype and Zoom ni nyina critical conversations be have wo critical issues so e ba sisi a
Hey, stop! Stop! I buy you everything. Even your bodies, I buy it for you. I buy you this way, and I do you so share. Why are you taking my life this way?
Until before this way, but
Hey! Why are you telling me this?
And cut!
Data, sorry. People know me, Acrobato, aka who knows tomorrow. Look, my profession is actor. People are always giving me encouragement because of my performance. This way chocolate drink, that is my secret. You just need only hot water. You just put it in. You just take it easy. Even it just sustain you hungry. If you take this way, never hungry. You can take it anytime, any day, anywhere, everywhere. Everybody enjoy this way.
With this way chocolate drink, all you need is hot water. Mix and stir for a creamy look, and you're good to go.
I love this way because it tastes so good.
This way chocolate drink, near Wuhian in Sushi.
When the unexpected strikes, you need an insurance company that understands. An insurance company that pays your claims promptly. Best Assurance insures not just your car, but your home, its contents, and many more. Best Assurance facilitates your medical and police reports to expedite the processing of legitimate claims promptly. Best Assurance Company Limited. Your protection is assured.
Kiesusu se ya brabo bekono enye sana mpempi ne koma ye na sadomba dumwa mwenya utedidimu a agye se wonya yonko a wode wo betwere no ne wonya hotoso se ensuomo awiemu oka ho abribia se woyie sika hye wudwa wobotire na wopese wotre wosoto ni mu mekyere se emfa woni adwuma ko a woye o ana sempo wo pebie tia wo school fees ene e media sempa na mu Best Point e de fufuro bi aba eno ne Best Point susu scheme de wasa wo ya ne se de bi ada fa wo simpwa ana wo teku eto Best Point susu scheme ni mu na yempese wo bebre nti yem krofo ankasa beba wo naso abeje wo bomodi etua mani drop so mi mienu dia menua wo wa kwanya gebosia e de sorte wo hawo nyina. And the Best Point susu scheme any kasubomwe to susu na jebosia bosumi mienu achi ya brewo nhihye pa edwene wo ho enti fa won to mabebo Best Point susu scheme dia no na die Best Point susu scheme boa wusika no na chani bocho.
Energy drink. Excessive drinking can be detrimental to health. Not recommended for persons under 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and people sensitive to caffeine.
I was having some more kwaba ebio or live UTV so we critical issues any day bro and anope Abeka Junction Ship House any now any enkomo ebebo no unim say because of COVID-19 you know they be about social distancing any enti enye nipa dodo say dey ba dey aka nyina no e betimi de enkomo no aba either say be no telephone so Zoom and access Skype and dey aba no obi a ade kire kra no e kira de internet so aseda kese enkomo honorable Matthew Nyindam Kpanda Mrashebejeni osan obi onim education or education expert osan Mrashebejeni a chese committee adwuma ekọ apena na COVID-19 nyina odi mu akotene pa ya chese nya asem keto akra na enopen na wo say ni nua be ma ye Sojaman Mrashebejeni ono so MBA in finance nti sikasema ye kafa COVID-19 anano minority fo akwa ye nsedwofo nhie mu o mo chese aban asis kana na opese o say no COVID-19 no ntokwa pa opese o kone de asa aban enye no kra eno ye enti honorable Thomas Ampemnyako oye Sojaman Mrashebejeni na konwani tinka ene aha ena ka so honorable etie nti wa ma enye ye faulta honorable Nyinam anopa kra na odu hanum gidi ofini constituency ba ya eno no enso na enimse oni ya wo hihye nti na wo so oba ye ne Professor Jampo enso ebetwetwe enkomosa so ena Dr. NS York chairman Ghana Medical Association Dr. Foko ewo enkran hanum ye ne betwetwe ngomani ahwedi nti a ye COVID-19 cases na etwem 4000 ye peak no ana say enye ye peak no ye besan ko 5000 ana ye beti aba from ye pese ye tia say na fe ye hu de ye ya ye koduru ewonom ye ne Dr. Isan Asante political science department University of Ghana Legon ebetwetwe nkomo ne abusa ne say politics ene ye de COVID-19 no so ana say enye sa enti ene nkomo no dawson fo adwen chebra na ni nyina ye nye say de ba enko ye say politicians so kwa sa so omu buman no ama ye mienu nyina for live UTV Ghana Facebook Despite Media so and so YouTube and I say UTV YouTube what they to one ma ye betimi abon komo nyina wadwen che no so ye beto ye bonu akeka ni nyina ede amam efem Afia Pokua ona bwa no pay good morning se consensus boko
ya me adom
mudi akoni aba sa abre nyina so e mo say muda ho tumi COVID-19 nyamo consensus ba because me nim say ofi consensus ba na wotwe ya
me ba just some 2-3 days ago.
Oh yeah, the other na modern constituency COVID-19 mu.
Oh, Afia. So one constituency, then you have been in a way you have been dishonest, and then it's like one constituency here, omo trabama, and as I say COVID-19 yaba, and na do na you go so ayebo about COVID-19. Me to I can say, bi mu do bi kra o ha, omo nyeni say COVID-19 o ho.
Exactly.
Intino. ehu me hia say ye na asabio yeso ye won hu nimdie kakra omoto aba ma so waba constituency na emre no obetimi akọ na woni omo bedin nkita ho ba kirikiri ho mu wonu say constituency omo ogide we mu pa nti eduru ba bia nkomo ayi ni omu di no ya na omo te ase bebre problem ba kura na say o MP wuduru honom na oni omo kasa omo hwe wani mu a bebre na timi di adwuma nti no ehu be hia say mrano brano no ye constituency no ye no be kasa especially protocols na president ediaba and as a medical team no ediaba ebi wo ho a enya president is not internal nkwa external WHO ediaba say san protocols we say oman bia itimi eden etimi di akire say obi bia etimi eden edi akire nti no we help when it comes to education nti MP bia sabio ontimi nya kwan enkoye no na ebia something very important na akipuno but I can say about 99% of MPs obia kon constituency sabio
obia education
yes obia all things being equal it's obia sa education
but this week one of the critical issues and what I'm say minority 4-year press conference but more importantly because and not quiet one of my cases no are jumping from 3019 echo 4000 plus over 1,000 and Abeka home. Seriously, honorable. More MPP for more buying a tia konyaso. I to say more buying tia konyaso na still yenya increasing in cases because much was say more ye wajuma. Tia then a jump is.
Well, my main chat for I think sir, COVID-19 year abbey. Ama ewiase nyina obia so enso obia kan enkan. We must all try as togetherness. Ne yehu say it's not about nipa baako. Dabi. Ena sabio enye MPP sonko. Ena enye NDC nko. Enye multimedia nko. Enye friends saying despite groups. Enye check say it is a collective thing. Enti say ba cases na. There are two ways ena me hu ye. You can decide say on test for COVID-19 cases. It's a one test for COVID-19 cases in India. Then, a just obia kwa report with symptoms. And sana ebia ombeka se omo test ya hwe se no anase enye no. Eno no ho. But ohwe Ghana approach na. Yanya approach na sabio His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ateki medical team ateki. And at the daily briefing na sabio the Minister for Information, Edime Nyina, they say we are going to be ahead of
the virus.
We are going to hunt for the virus. Yen train Emma virus ne meden. Emedi enya ansana ya sorry. Nti uhwe apart from South Africa, the next country. Yen ene yatimi so ayeden. The number of cases and I are testing now. We've done over 135,000.
135,000
plus.
Last count.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you are looking for the people, then obviously, and then we new immunity here, any ABL producers here, we are assuming say we are negative. It's an assumption. But ABL almost medical team number year samples and not almost the qua. ABL no one or two of us no.
Positive.
Positive.
But okay, that's the reason why a honorable union minority focus what the COVID need diagro. Senka ashase no cry enya be 50 20 something cases and amma obi who say a serious issue yenye say and kenye ni but mu de diagro she 4,000. Are you managing
and this for the omokasa e
na kenye say honorable nyese omom
I'll make it true.
But you yeah 80 something while lock it down.
Yes.
Yeah, no, where you lock down.
Okay.
Shall be here.
Nti ma memara. The nti na make us end this for the one omo kasa. Ya na wato bo ase ne say. Ye nyina ye wo man mu. E na omo so tie omo COVID-19 NDC team. Anamboa. Omo tie omo COVID-19 NDC team. There na omo de buy.
Too much PPs.
Nti eno ana no. Nti omo afa ne serious no.
Tell na mo tie aban mu.
No, but don't enya aban mu nsam. Ye na aban mu nsam a. Ebe higher. Okay. So far, all the African countries here, you can want them. Now the proactiveness.
Okay.
Now the mitigation effect. Each president, Ediaba nation. Now near Ghana, Yejina. we stand taller when it comes to the fight of this COVID-19. But in any case, there is no way. If you hunt for the cases, you won't get them. You know how the president did lockdown by. And this is for Omotia say lockdown. No matter say were they in acceptance with the lockdown.
Lockdown.
Well,
they didn't explain, but Mekai said a bit more disagree.
Some disagreed. Are you getting me? But total lockdown now president by within the 2 weeks. No. Look at its effects. Masa, obi wo wankwa ma onidi. Wankwa ma onidi. And na ye nyina ye hu ye the Ministry of Gender. Kwaya ofa so nnuane na omonua assemblies nnuane omonua enu achi kran dis for say ye be cha aduane on partisan basis. Na just we need party card. Wonya aduane.
But some people were saying say no cray.
Did you see the struggle for food? Munyina mu yiyo. Televisions mu yiye. Sa struggle na manfo di pa aduane no. Ebi wo okra omo cha aduane okra omo ntimi nche. Because the crowd on them no was such huge say omo ntimi control crowd. Ebi wa crowd omo to aduane ni say e no omo di gu nipa nim.
Okay.
Are you getting me? Nti sa mra na odi be hwe say one na party card and one any party card. You see, some of these things, when you approach COVID-19 in partisan manner, you lose the fight. And honestly, me COVID-19 say me start by me call most of the times what that me say what me from me I don't want to respond because yamfa ma omo sabio omunum de when it comes to medical issues, medical doctors sabio omo kan sabi prabia say nyansa wu but all the politicians are nionim beka hu bi niewonim beka hu bi na fe ya tumfu tro bebre agu amanfu ani
ba obeka say say na watwe mienu miensa na all lockdown ni nyina na ye politicians kasa
yeah.
Doctor
and I was so happy
education
I was so happy until say omukoya omusa press conference yi ni sabio former president asama okokan ya baomia so sabio vice president all man good answer say amanfo gradually we are drifting from the experts to the politicians that is where I have a challenge because you see here gradually and this for no politics na say
na some so much politics na say
no we will reply
enko say more na mo share politics na say because enka ba me ama me ye sa statement na enka enko politics
jai tete na enya hwani wahu sa utete dia na obi bebusa say hwani nka former president anko fa atetatete asemi anfa mbetumu a senka vice president all respondo in any case waka asam e no so de yenya shocks mienu mumu mre munya internal shock yes you mre yanya external shock. How did you manage yours and how did we manage ours? What intervention did you put? What intervention did we put? Are you getting me? And no sabi na nya politics.
Okay. Oh no, me say amra oso bi yenko Dr. York onum na ene ne nkasa Dr. York Ghana Medical Association Dr. Kese wo enkran ha wasanka African Doctors omo association huge organizations to say doc why adwuma na cha he's an expert in his own field. Osanche Dr. Fuade wo medical school. Doc, anope yama good morning yama achi mo akwaba.
Amijimo so Afia ni etiofoni atwofoni na.
Yeah, that's it. Doc, you know connecting with Zoom media. Na ye person che mu because no anajo. Ya ma hye ya ne say ye COVID-19 cases na twem 4,000. Na before 4,000 here was 3,019. 3,019 ti eh then na boom. Yako 4,000 plus.
Afia me da say them say numbers by and run them say ebobi apusa no bi ensusu say sa numbers no ye be reporting we did this a few days before no na Ghana Health Service Director the Public Health Director Omar Bavaka say we are the peak or we are just about the peak and people raise concern say hey on what basis are you mentioning these figures that and projecting say we are at a peak. If you are pachomotiminka,
yeah, tonka paddock, yeah, tonka.
Great. So now you be say on what basis intina normal making some projections no people raise concern say it had the danger of making people complacent and also, they don't really care, would, live in a fool's paradise. But they said they had the data. So suddenly we are faced with these numbers and wondering, didn't they know these numbers before they declared that we are at our peak? I don't know where they came from, but we know, say a sizable number of the number in new cases came from a factory, of about over 1,000 people are obidiko and muskri. So partly that can be explained, but the rest of it, where are they coming from? We have no idea. It's not a numbers they're increasing into. They don't break it down like they used to do in the past. So it's difficult to put, make meaningful analysis. So I'm sure by Monday they will come again and explain
but Doc,
where these numbers are coming from.
I very serious factory, because the main introduction I make a factory as them say a beefy factory workers about 150 and no tested positive. This is very serious. When you are there near person preventing community spread, not just say free back for her, air back for her. But Doc, all this while, more doctor for no, Munina must say manage. It's under control. Tebani saying that over 150. I don't want to copy a factory or Doc.
Okay, let me start with Dr. Funia say manage. In fact, me kasama GMA phone kasa se me de biada. Obi kasa na ye abai pen nipa anase minister anase Ghana service director. What we're saying is it looks like we're doing okay. However, we still needed to do what we had to do and even do it better, so that we don't get to the situation that other countries, say Britain, France, Italy, and currently US. No? So, we were quite surprised when we heard we were. Let me come back to your question about or factor. Wait to me, him said the index case, I'm sure the public health experts will look for the person and then do contact tracing or enhanced tracing, as it were. And then anyone say Nipa 150 will be infected, because the RC in city and one a very infectious. Nipa 1 in Yabia, between 2 and 3 persons are likely to get. Okay, into 2 and 3 in Sunya, times 2 to 3, into within a short while, the best say within a few days, from 1 it can go to 1,500, 300. Internet Abasa was a factor. Don't also forget, say the factory setting, they live quite close to each other. They do a lot of things close to each other. I'm not sure they probably ensured social distancing. It never happened. Let's also not forget, say, Yariano, it also spreads on surfaces. Odo Sakoka, when Jawa so we obedient Sakoka material way, now also Odo Sakoka. So a Sakine also that's a format. You pick it from surfaces. And I'm sure because of the peculiar nature of the factory settings, they live close to each other, they touch each other, they touch the things that each other also touches. And that's proper way in our back.
And the doc says, you have trouble 4,000. The question is, you bear at this point, there's an argument say you do a peak. When a free account, a better form, but doctors are minimum content and pass away a peak. You better form, you timber form. And I say, which is which? But you change.
Papa.
Doc, it's you.
Mental you. What's your mommy?
I'm so better. And you be bow or honum tears, so betty me low and my yanka, feed no properly. Where Dr. York, NS York, and NHH and Common Ghana Medical Association, or more, and Cramantem, Greater Caribbean Chairman, and NHH and Coma, which is said the entire case is natural 4,000 factory back on. Workers are all on about 250 people are tested positive. This is a case, COVID-19 by manage. Your bigger question, manage Abai is under control. Then a nipa 150 tested positive. Then crown and nipa to me to be a coy, which is why Uncle Baby said lockdown near lefty and a crown. Neke nisi and lefty because factory workers in Yano. Some essential services are. Then crown or muye a juma or factory honum. I will be the echo honum. Doctor back be near Nako Chichon come. Doc, just a line as a baby. Aha, Abba. enti doc yok ni ebusa de enti a se se a yetwam aha yetonka enti se se ye pese hu mbacho koso. Hello doc.
Yes, but your question may be on
na me busa na me busa se se ya call 4,000 plus no ye ordinary people no your role ni saying say better than ya Kevin because ya say say peak just say do a ye benya ne 4,000 plus no ye nkom no so sa bankofo bebe so nyi ni say wan hwe kra ye beko 5,000 nti cheche no mu che
pacho obi obeka say ye do 4,000 ye pick no pacho yenti assembly minu so yet last week say ye pick or 3,000 and whatever 50 a few days later ba 4,000 and you know I don't know on which basis that somebody will say will pick. Let's also remember say once you get into these ranges of thousands no not the multiplier at a faster rate. So for the health policy people no and all of us as ordinary citizens no this is the time to change direction. Now we need to change direction and say what did we not do right or what we're doing right, what can we do it better at the individual level. Nobody should go to sleep. I cannot say for my life say we are the peak. I cannot tell, and we need to get the data. We asked so last week so they should provide the data. They didn't, and we have a count. So honestly we need to see, but nobody should go to sleep at this stage. All the things that have been talked about, the hand washing, staying home when you don't have to, nose masks especially, because nose masks, what it does is that all will be a preventive from spreading the disease, and I wouldn't be so a ball who buying from getting it. So nobody should go to sleep. I think we should rather double our efforts at preventing the disease from spreading, especially in the community. This is a time I will call for further and more intensified community engagement. In they see what Choco Ebra Isa Monday you see here, almost and it's going on around. Sometimes it doesn't get reported. People are meeting. Last me drive through circle. They sat by each other. On phones, we said that we come no face mask, my hot choco, So there's a lot to be done, and especially with public education. And I'm not sure that we are doing that enough. We need to intensify, find the resources and the people and engage. GMA is doing its best. We are just an association that we do advocacy and also advice. On our own, we engage other financiers, benefactors, some education, their teacher PPs, no smarts near there. But our efforts should be limited. The whole country must change gears. Individuals must take their own fight into their own hands and make sure say we don't spread this disease. Otherwise, this country, we don't have the resources, we don't have the manpower to deal with it as the other nations have suffered.
But doc, back to factory as a way, say minim say Ghana Medical Association more access to science information say dena a copy factory ho. Na why na de call ho? Na factory for no multimeter tracing we say almost be tested positive no. What has been the contact tracing of the 150 people no matter positive no? Okay.
Also information so we are still doing our homework, but the source of the condition in the union, but certainly it has spread. At this stage, what we need to, what is important is what do we be going from there. And I know, the public health experts and all those involved at the national level, routine and enhanced surveillance. They are at work. That is how come we're able to identify and control 150. Then you said they are still doing contact tracing. 150 you can know ukofie when na ukofie oni any consigning here ofo aka nkofo na oni omufo aka ukowe ikosrawe. So they are still doing that, but it's early days yet, so we wouldn't know. But trust me, from the way the disease spreads, the 115 is the tip of the iceberg, and we should expect that more people may be affected as a result of that.
Doc, I say okay, there is different from the eye attack. On spread calm, not fear, because they're very serious. I said they all can. In just 2 days, you're free 3,000 more, 4,000 plus. Very serious issue. But okay, I said before I lock down the bebano, GMA any TUC for na then lock it down. Should we go back to the lockdown? Ebra so say yes an ko say the Ghana for say and especially say the wa uken ya so odin tie no. Ya so odin tie no. Yen ko back ne yen ko lockdown na.
Spread calm is important, but sometimes you must also spread fear. So there must be a balance. Spread calm, people must understand, say, well, over 90% of people who get the disease, not everybody get a serious disease, a bit recover, every crowd will show symptoms there. So people must know, but in the 10%, sometimes they get severe disease, some may come to hospital. Unfortunately, a bit free. So people must also know. So, and to say ordinary flu, usually only a few people may suffer severe ones. This one, it is not like that. It spreads like flu, but it spreads even faster than flu. And it damages the body more than flu. Oh, and it could Unipass more than flu. So that balance must be hard. People must be aware, say, it can devastate the body. Now, whether to close down or to lock down, not to lock down, I think it's the president's decision to take. Okay. I know, said tomorrow he probably will be speaking to the nation. From where I sit, I'm speaking for myself. I just ignore for the Medical Association.
Okay.
The numbers that I have seen, it's a difficult one, but I don't think that it may be the right time to lift, to completely, lift the restrictions. To go back to the lockdown, I'm not too sure it will happen. Say politics I'm not sure they will go back. What for me must be done is that we must continue to hold what the restrictions I always say, hold it in place and make sure that it becomes effective. And let's police it. Let's go into the community. Let's deploy the community people, the business assemblies to move into the community, volunteers and squads to ensure that people are practicing the safe distancing policies and especially also wearing face masks. Unfortunately, this nation may come on its knees. And I have to be frank with you.
Look, you have been very blunt, and Mama come told me because we needed what we needed. It was enough to change, enough to change. Because
if you say man can say here, now I'm not being truthful to God and the people of this country. Okay, see, there are two truths. The truth is that most of the illnesses are mild. You can really stay home and be managed, and that is what is occurring. The other truth, which is also true, is that some get severe disease, some get into intensive care, and some die. That is another truth. So, Mikawe here, I'm not scaring anybody. I'm just painting the true picture, what you are saying. And that must be made known to people so that we change our way of doing things and not assume, say, it's all rosy. You're left along that, yeah. People have gone back to their old ways. And I'm using this platform to appeal to people. Let's not take it for granted. This nation does not have the resources. Look, it's true. We don't have enough intensive care units. Doctors are more specialists, are more share intensive care. We are critical ill. We don't have enough. We don't have the resources. You locked down 2-3 weeks. People were crying. We don't have the money to sustain it. America, one peg my UK, one peg my Ghana, how to say it? We need to scan. So our only weapon is to make sure, say, we curb the spread of this disease in the community. And all of us, the community leaders, the imams, the chiefs, the wolomays, and Afia Moye, kudos to you. This is what we need to make sure that people do what is right. Abide any day, but at the individual level, you must take your life into your own hands.
Dr. Nesio, Yakupon Shapa, so near to Chunkom, and in fact, Asama very, very truthful, straight to the point, and this is what we need. Edasi Baby, Edasi Pa, Edasi. Dr. N.S. York, Ghana Medical Association, Dr. Fonka Bomuko, no chairman, Enkran, or Saturday or medical school chair, Dr. Fwadi, African Medical Association, Okahon, I just say, Unipass, Ano Akase, at the end, spread calm, but also spread fear, because Ghana for us, Nora, UTV cameras, Echo, Dodo, one market near the a John Foreman, and Casa Nanado, for soldier for bra, na police for the Ghana phone slow. ma na nkasa wo ye nyina ye hu ye ma me eslewusu ekufu ko ne constituency adwuma bi office a nkofo tetare so okada ma mu nya adwuma nkofo ye adwuma na politifo ache wo mu ya so de ye nuanom other TV stations call other places across central nkofo me dem nyi coronavirus ni nipa 4,000 plus na enye bie unyi ni dede factory workers over 150 are tested positive unim na yire sa 150 people no obi ayire ne ma okofie obaye otena trotro motena taxi do the mathematics now they also coronavirus ni wa na me say I say yes uji ni dio wanyi ni dio the person is there nti yenhwe ho yi pa yemra back to studio we aye critical issues any ade bom live e wo YouTube no say dem can follow e wo your social media handles na YouTube Ghana e wo Facebook any YouTube na for do comment na to one akenkan ma so usuro a memmo hu na sesan usuban ye ne honorable Matthew Nyindam eye MPP mrahye bedwani e wo kwanda abato mpesa no so sanso e na honorable ampemina ko na konwani na nka wo so ba ono wa yi esuli ya so ebe e na one man ti uti say one person e kasa na nyi obi ne kumantwi bosi akonope no niti ache ma me twa wo messages so e no comment na ya tumi akenkan ni nyina e dia ma honorable mesa mo akwa ba bio uti Dr. York no ahome on
I think he has said it. It's not, but like he said, spread calm, and I would say spread the truth. It's not even the fear. You see, he has spread calm. He has to spread the truth. The truth is that Ebimo, we were 18 cases. Nipanaide. And now me know say it's not going to be the end. You record 4,000 plus, just like he has said. Yare no, adema ana huni say sabio just like they said a big nyawa. One here cry now you will not display any symptom, but meanwhile we are career. That is the danger. Just what there you corner or batch as a bibia any problem. Meanwhile you are spreading it. Obiso awa within 14 days. Madam here 14 days. Yare bebo answer what show symptoms. No, almost a tracy won't quantasa 14 days or 2 weeks over 1,000. So you see, it looks like people think say because of the way are etino anyhow. Face masks here, okay, was all these protocols, social distancing, washing of hands, using hand sanitizers. Most of the times, here you go village, you cry, you catch them say, look, you may not be able to afford sanitizer. But some you ensure there. Would seminar be on Saturday. It shouldn't be a difficult thing. In any case, so wouldn't be to grab a bontia. I don't know when to because so far that is the cure. MP anyhow to fee. But people are not seeing it. They are not seeing it. And look, I'm surprised. I'm surprised because we have to all. This fight is not about one individual. And yet Dr. Fononkura. We should be crusaders and go out there and let people know say masa sabio wono wunyini kura tina fie because wono nya
odebe mo obi
a sabio oni bia no ogidi say e wo ho no wo betimi de akwa sign nipa no. So it is a very difficult job.
But na wunyini say mo na mo fail because as a government mo na mo manage COVID-19
sure.
And na mo to say the minority folk more than for na spread calm ade so and because they are saying say I say ma jiji yare na so na ye na 4,000 no why you cry back into 5,000 are you why not admitting responsibility?
You see some
at the time and now can say o see spread the truth most spread the truth say yare na serious
I think the truth has always been spread. Just like the medical doctor, no science. Sometimes I want to feed on experts.
Okay.
Are you getting me? So that I don't go into the realm of
politics,
propaganda and politics. Because I don't know what say yare no? It doesn't kill like people want to see. Because started na trace contact now. Senipa 10 and na only share. The tendency say 2 or 3 and a benya sa yare no. At least that is calm. Anameboa.
Yeah.
Good. It is also true, say, it behaves like fluid. If spread it, by the end of the day, no, fluid on a kumnipa. So you can die. Some can be under serious intensive care. At the end of the day, some might survive, some might die. That is the truth. And I think this has always been said by governments. It has never been said, say, no. Other than that, lockdown, I don't care. You see, but the issue is that government is playing its role, just like he has said. No individual, no. Are you doing it? You see, when we don't place the issues on the individual, we'll be failing because government, they accept you. Government, they want the government. And the government say face masks. Government say my social distancing. Government say government say you wouldn't be too beya tinafi. Government has given directives. Now, why you say COVID-19 could be ho? Until ne obeko Malata market, obeko Keneshi market, obeko Abubulishi market. Meanwhile, when you know so no, unko hio. Onenam ho. Ene obefaka obeko Kumasi, ufri Kumasi obeko Sunwan, ufri Sunwan obeko Takrade. When you na unchi namfofo so. What do you want government to do? Individual
responsibility. That's government also will enforce it.
That's exactly what
government also enforce. Now yes. Under government's nose.
Yes.
And go for breachy. Now government so share because they said they be no as a politics in Tino. At the end of buying him pass any that was a boy anymore. Not in Namanchain.
But when we say there are a lot of people who are standing trial today for breaching some of these rules.
Again, people say that more selective. More selective. People have given instances other places. I must say, some of them we are buying crop for. And I do a bush of food. One for but I won't say some more.
You see, those things will come. It will definitely come. Sabi Pride Yasa. It is not a perfect society. MPP government is not a perfect government.
Okay.
There are lapses. There are issues that people will also criticize. Some good criticism, some bad. Obi wa we den crowd na ninya den. And so honestly be Canadian. Are you getting me? But in the bigger picture, normally maybe say, equity Ghana as a nation, they fight COVID-19. Now other countries and so your neighboring countries. Now how are they also doing it?
Yeah, but people have cited Senegal. Say Senegal is doing better.
Yes.
Senegal cases omanya and measures because
we can cases of Senegal are tested so far.
Okay, overall cases on my testing. As against
here, far below. Far below. Who tells you say ebia nkomo tests are cases about 135,000 cases are. They would have still been around 270.
But Senegal lock it down and Senegal lock it down.
I don't dispute it. Every nation and how it manages its internal crisis. Okay? And now say how many people will be motivated to come to Ghana? How many people will be motivated to go to Senegal?
Okay.
Very important.
Okay.
Today, people are struggling to enter Ghana because they just want to survive. Yeti omaimo ayembu omai, you know. Are you getting me? Yeti omaimo ayembu. Look at the number of people who are struggling. You are closely about this, no. Look at the number of people who are struggling. They just want to enter. They just want to enter and get something to eat. And you know, all these things, you know, it all counts. Are you getting me? Should release this government, the ama. The nation. And then we be bunisa for 3 months. Electricity. All this is to cushion the people.
Okay.
Just to cushion you, to make sure, say, you adhere to some of these protocols now. Until Sabi water bill, you say, one call you makrana, we guarantee say you get water, you will not pay water bill. You guarantee say you get light, you not pay light bill.
Okay.
Today schools have closed down. Anamebwa.
Yeah. Yet say aban na be so baby but with the Dr. Nesio okay say one here 4,000 no kan ye pico you be go beyond 4,000
obviously
honorable would say we educationists let's just say it's not advisable to say you be a school no say the Dr. Yoko can say we shouldn't even think of lifting the restrictions
yes. Oh right, obviously the president Nana Addo Akufo-Addo is a man you can trust when it comes to some of these issues and he listens. It's not like or a jack of menkwa media. Okay. That be obetie. And like he rightly said, every step that he will take will be informed by data, will be informed by counseling, because he's not a medical doctor. The team will have muye human. Nti ombe na futu.
Okay.
Obetie futu no. Ene sabe Nanado what the president ye nyina we are very proud of him. Se nipa we are one better abama na the president. There won't be anybody. Are you getting me? So he's so very sensitive to some of these things. And he will never cajole or play with some of these issues that are coming up. Obviously, many doctor are going to say 4,000 is not going to be the end because they are going to continue to trace. Because Omo, you can say 150. Omanya sa cases no.
Almost is Afia na ebe o mo contact
trace. You trace who send ira nya bia. Afia na you be hwe say the yere so one no na nafofo ne hwan. You see it is a chain.
It's serious. Wow. So we are dealing with one here na ebe epicenter of Africa.
I really don't want to say yes or no because like I said, me medical doctor. But the cases that are coming up now, we think that we should all be very serious. Especially protocols when it comes to social distancing, when it comes to wearing of face masks, when it comes to washing of hands, when it comes to stay home. Wow, Vim lady, munyina mo saduro. Ye mo saduro no. Stay home. So we need to be but to say, I foresee president coming to say we are locking down, we are doing this. I have that difficulty. That might not happen. But some protocols now or diabano, and as a WHO diabano, let's all make sure that we deepen it. Now the metie issues be Kumasi. Regional minister and say they are going to make sure say we need face masks biano.
Yeah, on my enforcement.
These are things that we should be talking about. And I want to say your cases actually now I cost Rupano for Greater Accra. The highest Greater Accra. Me feel say yen you Greater Accra, penyufo nyina more Greater Accra. We should sit up. We sit up because people still don't believe. Oko sabi areas be Greater Accra hanma. People don't believe say COVID-19 there. I remember some time ago, police for name say obi muso omo kwa ko mpae ama omo bosom say omo ma COVID-19 yi emma omo. You know, there was that crash.
Yes.
Do you remember that thing? You see, so you can imagine such a society. Omo ma you know. So what are you going to tell them?
But is that not the reason why na unia Unauthorized kase education nka wo say yawe no enruga na hakra no na start say yencheche ka na obi akasem advert kra mo running o radio so ne ade eche kra ansa na advert ne ba no abo eche kra na Unauthorized kase nka ya yete say yawe no bobo ba o China ne asha ase na education
awonamo say omo press conference enko for more your students in the future na mra no.
So almost that time no yawe no enko so sir.
Oh, you see the hypocrisy and the double standards.
And if you are almost say if you had followed the WHO protocols now, come back to me the omaba abra yawe no krema.
It's not true. Go and look at countries that evacuated their citizens. And look at the level of cases on Manya. You see, sometimes don't let's just say something because we want to say something. Because o person kasantina wakasa. Dabi o kasa me yehu asemna wakana bawo. That is the most important thing. And you know, we don't want and this for omo advocates say yembe your borders.
Omo say yembe your borders. O te so omo kasa.
They are advocating. Na no kwa meti okuja to kra say this yenkro for omo akaka kabruchire ni we yenkofo omo nyina mra. Are you getting what I'm saying? All this advocacy is coming from their side. Okay, today musi yembe your borders. Na Ghana for omo abruchire ni omo obi amra. Ye bie Togo Ghana for omo homra. Unum kwambe so number faso dia room. You don't know. Burkina Faso kwambe number faso room. You don't know. Cote d'Ivoire kwambe number faso aba. You don't know. And these cases are and you can want we are battling with 4,000 plus figures. It started from imported cases.
Nkofo na de aba.
Tamale cases are ya koya sa Guinea for maiwa ya omodi wuram. Oh, Burkina Faso. Most of these cases are imported cases. You see, for politics and COVID-19, honestly, we don't
avoid it.
Total avoidance because in politics bet me.
But isn't it also true, Sir President, so the year politics, or any updates near no my broadcast because people have also said that, and also I say, oh, me and your politics, but not on my peninsula, the year politics. And on your double standards.
They raise that issue is the president of the Republic of Ghana. Whether you like it or not. Today, he is the only mouthpiece of this country. One is Okasa, Niitie. And I'm saying, oh no, you're politician or Casantino. Until I just say you're politician. Until one of So who will talk?
Okay.
He is the mouthpiece. He must come and tell us measures are put in place. And if you monitor the president, he has never introduced, excuse me to say, maybe partisan politics in whatever he is saying. Never. He is speaking as a statesman. He is speaking as the president of the republic. And now all other countries are presidents in Ekasa. Opposition leader.
Inti mama mum na dey policy so ono kasa.
No, Nekasa no bi wo ho a. Sabe, we Ghana ni. He's a statesman. I will never take that away from him. Okay. He's been a former president. Okay. Are you getting me? Okay. And so shall it be. Are you getting what I'm saying? O wo kwan so beba. No ka sama ede mpuntuo. O ka sama ede okono. Okon ebekon sa COVID-19. Oh kwan bebre. Obi ntimi stop that one. But immediately Obe introduce now you come after the government. Obviously. People will reply you. No, you see, there are better ways. Look, and I'm new to you. Okay. But me I can say bra. You're friendly. But me I can say bra. You fight. Okay. It's the same words. Okay. It has not changed. Okay. But the way you go about it. That is where he is getting it wrong. Okay. And that is where his communicators are not helping him. Because obviously, if you talk about Ghana, COVID-19, now say the economy, fall into economy issues, talk about loans and other things. Now, what do you think the other people will tell you? If you tell me, say, and then COVID-19, government has failed, then obviously, the government will also reply you. Are you getting me? In that case, it will degenerate into partisan politics. Okay. Almost the COVID-19 team by the president, what's the name? John.
Yes, 19-member committee.
19. They went and met experts in the Flagstaff House. Oh, okay. They had a very fruitful discussion. Are you getting me? So today, if there are issues they want to talk about, why are they not using that team to talk?
Okay, I get your point.
Why are they not using
I was so criticizing point. Was a COVID-19 team.
Some more team.
And a casa. Not President Mahama.
No. To me, let them be your spokesperson because Mona mo kote on mobile so mo experts.
I get your
point. Just omu omudi. Just omu medical doctors, sir. Omu onimdie. Sir. Sabi o nyansa ni nipa ba kuntributi no. Mo so mo sa team no. So why are they not coming out with some measures? I don't know farmer. And that be government has failed. The economy is this, that and that. In any case, also we have problems. Yes, you will solve our problems.
So I wonder the President Mahama Bekape then he is going into politics.
Yes, and the way he does it. Immediately you do that, obviously, you don't expect government to sit down and clap hands for you. Okay. No. For instance, Sanchez as someone then you go and have a press conference that president want to do this for electoral commissioner to be able to do registration.
Or lift a partial lockdown. Okay.
2, president instead of having PPAs, Ediama medical doctors, Wachicham electoral commissioners. You see, if you do that, you are not just criticizing government. You've moved into partisan politics. And then all of us would now drift completely from the fight of COVID-19
into politics,
into partisan politics. Okay? And now it will also help those people who are already ill-informed. COVID-19 say, politics. Then there is a free day. They will go and contract it and come back to kill all of us.
Is that where we are, CCA?
We haven't reached there. Obviously not there. But I think that we should be very careful. Let's deal with the experts. Said one gentleman or Kasai. He said good things. Very, very good things. There are other people who are also advocating good things on other platforms. And you see, the good thing about this fight is that if you listen to Kojo Oppong Nkrumah on my daily briefing and everything that goes, and on your own, or you see the medical team, then they give the information out. And then we must also feed on that particular press listen and educate our people. Because look, the ultimate responsibility, and this pandemic has become so worse, say assuming say one president.
Well, that would be a very big constitutional issue because president so Netanya and also ended 7th
so who will be the president?
Until there will not be any president.
Have you ever seen that before?
No, but then
have you ever seen that before?
There's only one of my president, one of my the CJ is there. Parliament is there. Okay,
no,
Parliament
exactly.
Parliament, but CJ need 10 years.
So you see the interesting
debate. The CJ will be the acting president.
But you see, when you look into the constitution, we will definitely have a provision that will continue to make Nana Addo the president of the Republic of Ghana.
Well, I'm not too sure about that.
I said when you look into it,
I'm not too sure about that because constitution and contemplate here, no.
So will it be John Mahama?
not your mama though.
So,
but then
I'm coming. So what is that fight for?
Okay, Matawase.
So what is that fight for?
No,
there's no need for us to fight. In any case, electoral commissioner will calendar. Anya COVID-19 here. Nka registration Are you getting me? So if electoral commissioner will go ahead to do registration, depending on the environment, it should not be about the president because already we all know such a thing is going to happen. Are you getting me? Nti sa ofu say when a president we are, you pull everybody into debate. How can you say PP say over the medical doctor someone that come electoral commissioner?
Okay.
You see, you are inciting the medical group against the presidency and then the EC. At this time, do we need this conversation? If not for
but omuni evidence account you
na EDC akasa the evidence be about Hunda. What evidence do they have? Pure propaganda and speculations. They are no more. They are just making noise.
I see.
But I think that, like I will always say, look, COVID-19 and politics don't work together. If we dare and we don't stay off, when I'm on my platform, obviously, the platform is yours and you give to us. I think that we should be focusing on medical doctors and experts and leave us down there.
When COVID-19 is politics, President Beka na a jab at each other, but I'm not messing about Subio. I was having Mamika was a UTV so live, your ship house, Abeka Junction, where critical issues, any day, bro, and then honorable Martin Yindam, Naka also Onuni Abema, a honorable Ampemiako, a soldier my MP, Nanko Babekan, I say, but when to me, I'm Martina Kojano Honum to show that yes, parliamentary whip, minority whip, crowd confirm Miss Obeba, or no answer confirm Miss Obeba, and so when to me, I'm say wakwakoka constituency it's not deliberate say bia won say one person social distancing dignity enye nipa bebre e studio ano say me come messages so na me call America Ghana mission yeah war New York any Ghana embassy DC omo ye hwehwe bi so on person de Ghana for ebefie but that's where Ghana for so kroma so nkofo suro mo de omo ba na mo de omo ba say mo test omo ansa na mo de omo ba anase sen yenu abema ba ko ye adwuma o okasama Ghana mission no New York we be ko Ghana embassy no so DC ne omo nyina because Ghana embassy no so aye hwehwe say Ghana ni bia utu kwan free Ghana eba America visa ewuo wote America no by say omampani ato airport muti no uye legal ho nti o say wo ba embassy renew visa or extend man yes otu ona Trump so bufu no kwachewa so uye illegal nti say we criminal and our America no that issue Ghana in fact professors BT say professor HPP akase Ghana by ya man man for adane criminals obi man so bra enye omo fault that issue is a critical issue anti yebeka ho ensem na messages amode send on Facebook Peggy Chama don't know say if you may enjoy a discussion and only honorable Martin Yindam and Dr. York. In fact, Dr. York was just on point. Now say honorable Yindam oye nunia Peggy Chama don't go to also Ochiao. Nana Azaro the second was say if you UAE United Arab Emirates on Shamaska umpie until the Dr. York come and then the admin party enforce it ujidio unyino Shamaska no yes so dinti Yabaya na yare no a travel ana atere and Francis Walker no say if we need to take our destiny into our own hands period nyesa okohwe aban to me mejew Jane Tiffany ma say wa akofo was say please church ne de sorry a year parties yes man pani kwase ado be kasa mombie o mommie nyesa be kwakofa asem e de aba abedam no so COVID-19 pandemic no it has come to expose Ghana health system pa ama Ghana ni 60 years ni a show of independence ye ni akade said na Dr. Yoko kan ventilators specialist kwa ye di bi yo ni enim na yare ko 10,000 per ye wu ewo omawe mu na Azaro akwesi Isaac say yes if ya mehwe mo pa na trisha dua no say the president can't do all ye Ghana for no so nya hwe ye ni aso den na oche Adam say onyankopon hwe so na Ghana for pa dey say the ekono Joe prim 60 years of independence so Ghana ye ni specialist dodo ye ni akade this is so sad for Oman Ghana Kodonya meche big brain was it please we are waiting for the political scientists to speak about the Evacuation issue, especially Dr. Sasanti on the Evacuation no ne depa Debra Nicholas no say some Ghanaians are very difficult are they yes one dey pa say we are here enye ye Pokua man kwa no save him lady good morning ma from Israel and yehwem in fact to buy Israel anuma strict measures na mpanyfo de adwuma so no on tiase de ti ade man Ghana de ya so odin sa Philemon abebi born great no say lockdown de it's not an option says here come the Ghana for it's here to be met now yes chenchen lockdown no hwe ya na nkofo bi to me hand to mouth no omo na ye ba bekum omo e wo Ghana no salikem no say afia good morning and come out no say JDM versus Baumia both are claiming superiority over managing this economy and managing COVID-19 any other but I say my dear both of them are from the north. Guess what? Almost 99% of kaya yefua ewo Ghana northness. Inti ebe anka Baumia ne Mahama omunka no muntu ohiase no munya se omaka boma politics amanyosem na omoye no Rama Saribiedu no say if you catch on Martin Yindam say na ban na ti akonwa so nsuo no omo so omo cha na oka wasem no besi nne yensanka nsuo no ti catch on abo so okeka won kan che ne Ghana Water Company fo no say nsuo no kra bi mae ama ne na we de tie ochina efi nura eko ECG for so ombeto kanea no so ombetum omo de machines bi free etama eko Pokua sinti nye nsuo nkwa na wahwe a unya no so waso be hye ewo ho Ebenezer Kofi Kwanza no say I'm enjoying the show pa in fact Dr. York has made my day no krana na Dr. Wakano Nilante Vanderpool John was it's very important that we go back to lockdown the airquay the vim lady MY kra teacher Joe ewo tepenyo so no say if ya I knew government will be short listed for such accolades. Only NDC doesn't understand and appreciate the facts are buying. Oh yeah, Juma. One day the Tiana to bet now why criticize keke. It's Munyano. Consider I say good morning Vim. Michelle live from UK and she come on no production team no enina and Tom Hauna. Was good morning Vim lady ne gentleman no studio no. Your friend me TK from Tema Committee 1 please. Busa papa no studio no my say Ghana for wabroche no. Omo Ghana development one na. Omo the dollars ba omeyimo. So I'm very disappointed in this MPP government. Pastor say, yeah, the ye kra ama. Ebenezer Kofi Kwanza say good morning. If you I'm enjoying discussion and open mude ban. In fact, Dr. York and Honorable Nyindam have done justice to the job. Kra and that kudo makai text message ya would about issues no. Eti yentwa and command so ne Dr. Sasante try the back friend later na Dr. Jampo eba beche mo whether or not NDC ni MPP yeah anyway no aye politics when ye nyina ya jato say when ya ade a was ye de politics kra ewo omayimo ana ye behwe sasem ne enko US ne Ghana embassy ne Ghana mission no entwetwe nkomo ne hwe so mo de Ghana fo na obafie ana what are the protocols there ne me said honorable Nyindam ka no ya de ye kra ba Ghana ne say ye nuam Ghana fo wa broche any abrochefo bia na omo ba Ghana na kofa ba yo nti se de Ghana for ba what are the protocols here first so ye de omo eba Omega Hamid also Germany no say me hwe mo live e wo Germany han me say and Kusi Brimpong was say I think the media shouldn't invite politicians for this discussion yeah the parliament for na but most no mo approve COVID-19 sika no COVID-19 arrangement in parliament and they are the ones who say the Ghana politics democracy and arms of government they are to check the executive. Nti yenya politicians say full soldiers na dey omoba parliament for whose responsibility it is to check the executive. Nti na ye dey omo eba na ye doctor for so akasa pa Ebenezer Kofi Kwanza say good morning vim and dem ye adwuma pa enjoyed discussion ya no pemudi aba no mame kwa homa no so yera Kofi ekasama Kofi ameya ekasama Ghana mission no wo US Kofi ameya no pe ye ma good morning o
Winyaba yanya
na wo ye de
na meni medini ye na so
nyakopa daroma yeso yetinkom we de wo di se o ka se nyameni modini ye because say America na wiase nyina ye epicenter of COVID-19 nti wo ka se nyameni wadini ye no kra pass on wadini ye se wo nya bi
papa oh da bi minye na mi ando minye
onu wadini ye ankasa na yate se Ghana mission no mo se tri-state New York, Jersey and Connecticut mo pese mo de Ghana for na e ho no ebe fie pa church sa asem no mai
Minyama, ma minchia obio na minchia ye wahwefo nyina and by extension Ghana fo nyina ene ompanifo a wonya omo a onye omo studio di Ghana ho nkomo eye no kre enra na ye de nsembe tu jodi se Ghana mission no the war New York are responsible for the jurisdiction of the tri-states of New Jersey and New York, Connecticut. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration Ashe say young compile a list of Ghanaians or stranded here was our jurisdiction way. Na young Cambraban, na aban and share na on 200 So our responsibility and you go and say Sebi you better reach out to a Ghana for Omaba a USA, especially New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. Na and Sebi Ombeya de Bakum you binti omuntimi sambefi no. And the executive instrument and now order man penny the share say your borders near two na aban say obetimi atu ho anamonti the idea share and say you reach out to Ghanaians in these areas na yen di omu information na yen omu di nti akoba ne san say obehia enam say one city no any state no ama ya to your offices move because you are not part of the essential workers need to know. It will be difficult for Ghanaians who are indeed and genuinely stranded to reach out to us.
Okay.
So what we had to do was to just issue a statement so that they will be aware say indeed government intention no say be or person Ghana for do omo na watu hu anamontino
Kofi Amia cheche bibi mame government say opese ohun Ghana for mo beye bibi wo ho a maka ho keke ana say opese ohun na ode o mabafie which opese
ohun na the intention is to bring them home by the end of the day no opese ohun ni padodo on say bi o aban say that ya brawa no amane kraso we want to know the number because number no anybody tell me charter flight. So for example, if you are any pabe enum anan siape and I said your though they are very important, would it be necessary to about charter a whole flight for just about 5 or 7 people? Ebi sua na nukure any pabe or her 500 and maybe 1,000. So it's not just the US but also some other countries as well. So government just want to have a hand, like indeed the numbers to deal with. In fact, okay, April 7th, this year, Nigeria for a year, the same thing. To ensure say evacuate almost citizens around the world, and for that matter, no, they asked their citizens said they should register with their consulates and the embassies and high commissions. No. April 12th, the U.S., in fact, also to be specific in Nigeria, no, almost consulates, no more embassies, no, almost besides, almost citizens, no, so should register with those missions, no, more compile list, no, now almost share, say, almost media. So, best practice.
Okay.
We are say countries need be and also yes, so yeah, so yes, so yeah. Okay. So for now, no, we are just asking those who are indeed stranded genuinely to give us their information, the bio data of our passports, no, any city or any a copy of their visas, no. Na aban ashe so etu anamo.
Enti bisa me ampacho, sa nipa na mo compare Ghana for America tri-state honum no. Ana se Ghana for omo limited to omo 2 kwan omo by temporary visitors, omo by conference, omo by business, omo bi omo be share abusuafo keke. Ana what Ghana na bia wa hot so dada o pese obefia obetimi ajoin this list no.
Very well. I am very critical. At the end of the day, the focus now is indeed Ghana for if you are mobile conferences, if you are for medical reasons, if you are BBA, nanko tanino ha basisia nanko asaba Ghana. That is the focus.
Okay.
No, the key word is stranded. Say you know what come befi nenam share debeto or say ya to your body nimuntino omuntini mbano.
Okay.
These are the people are focus. Indeed, say obi o ha just because COVID-19 na bano. If you are here juma wa ha kromu any even though you are a Ghanaian, but for one thing, for one reason or the other, no one naturalize it. We are officer befi because of when here and officer befi better to know. Obi o ha minimum be said if you know Twitter New York. and COVID-19 on your comfortable so basically taxing because vaccine in buyer on your sure say we better than the more money I didn't and so now few crana or beba. We understand that there are people like that who wants to come home. If you are not looking at plan cry and ko befia be na di almost per se that is why we are asking them to give us all this information. So when we are able to compare the list, we will be able to know that indeed these are people who are genuinely stranded. Now say we are and you probably are this number of people. Now say you moving forward because at the end of the day, what we do know, indeed, say Ghana numbers government to take a decision. But what has been the practice with other countries? Say the cost of their flight and the cost of baby on the when they are being quarantined and all of that. And for now, you numbers, you more genuinely stranded now. Maybe in Kayano, you will take a decision because of the numbers and the flights, and you form the Banudia. But a about the focus is on mobile conferences, medical reasons. Now, if you are visa, American visa, when they were supposed to return now, when you are returning. And then I said, the applying any warm who's
okay. You know about Kofi me know as because me say embassy na wo DC no so so mo ya arrangement bi o me dey extending for visas nti e be call mo so wonum na akwa kwhwe say dey nsem nti e da wase no pay so na atwetwe nkomo we dey ya say wona but fache why for Ghana nti fache you know about Kofi ame ya e kasama Ghana mission na omo New York Ghana mission no so baby a Nigeria for there na in fact to do Nigeria for mission no e wo New Yorker Manhattan e ho fe crash Ghana for there to say oil money they talk Ghana there dey enko ye bia but ye de mo baba fie ye ni bi ye de sheda enko ye bia sa ye de enko ye no ye de enko ye sa anye enko ye
and say Nigeria for there
Nigeria for there the marbles pa what obi man so dan ye marble na dey just we premier ni pam nti we ento ankomo no so critical issues but ye be bomode say ye be ne political science lectures so be kasa Professor Jampo na ye hu say is NDC and MPP doing politics with it obi message or said this is asale kem na o kase until say President Mama o free enough Vice President Baumia ono so free enough mu nyina mu ka boma nka adwuma mbetimi ayabo mu nuanom nka free stay mu no Kenya asem ketonto de bia o moko we jabu we no ajabu we minim say personal e bi na wo mo we jabu we no ajabu we obi ajabu kra na obi ansoso a ba omia nkwa ko jabi a mahama besoso mahama so ko jabi a ba omia besoso and na some more can say kai yefu wo nkra emu 99% efisiem ade na yen jabe sa ade no mom na ka jabe no mom yen fanye bibi emma sankrai no mu nyina nko omanim nke no mom beboa na yete ohia no so ba no we back to the politicization of this issue wa kakra say ekebe a yenyai na doctor for no enye mutie a doctor for na na yes mutie both sides mutie a doctor for no
I think say ye tie a doctor for no menka say ye tie a doctor for na meboa sabim praduasa wonim nyansa sen kra na say sa area no nyawo area you need to listen to some people and almost omoka about the northern issue kaya years and those things a serious concern especially somebody from the north idea ye nyina ye feel say enough is enough because ye nuanom no whatever be the case poverty has to be fought head on. Are you getting me? Obviously, Yentimin case is only in the northern region na poverty war. But it's about the issue of Kaya dia majority every northern region there and eba. And so I know reasons. I want to science. What was obi wa when you hear ni so ba be di Kaya.
Oh sir.
I'm telling you.
When you hear ni so be di Kaya.
Be Kaya. I know I have a friend. It's a member of parliament. Ne brother ba odi ni betina afia akola ne ja afia kodi Kaya yi.
Abi okope ho no sika no modu ma na che fie na obetina.
No ntide na odi sika ye. Wo fie, wo tie mpi ne fie, wo didi wo ne fie. Otua o school fees, so bibia nso jai kokodi Kaya yi. Wow. It's another thing altogether. But I agree that yes, quite a good number of them is poverty. Are you getting me? But yeah, about today's topic is not about Kaya, so I won't dwell much on that. But I think that with Vice President and then former president, obviously, Obia won a responsibility, Obia won a role, will play. But let's see. But let's move on to the next question about politics.
Before you go into the politics, just before you call a interview, no, so now we say NDC for saying for Ghana for free China, no, for buy. But this is your own government.
Yeah.
Also, mission say release a free Ministry of Foreign Affairs abroad, so compile a data of Ghana for or my stranded or
I'm coming. Thank you very much.
So if you are accusing
no, you have used a very important word
which
there.
Which is
stranded.
Yeah.
That is a good word. You see, they were not stranded. Their students. No, they were not stranded. No, they were not stranded.
But because of your
no, they were not stranded. They were given all the protocols. They needed everything that they needed. They were given. The students were properly taken care of.
Yes,
they were not stranded.
China for them out.
Yes, they were not stranded. But these people are stranded. And I like the question now. We say, does it include such a person? But the man is telling you that, look, ebi ame yare, and I call America. Me kwa yare sa. Unfortunately, period of me de back no. Yare ya ba bechimi ashim. Obi ako on business trip. Unfortunately, such individuals are stranded. So what is the way forward? Now, just like he said, and just say Abeti said that's your brother no atam no kroa, no de nam. That be ebia for all you know in America now 3 states here wa mention ebia na ni patempe. So you will take a chartered flight to bring just 10 people. They matter, they are human beings. What else can we do? Are you getting me? Very, very important. And this is a government that can think outside the box. It's not just like bibikwa. Okay? And they are going to sample some of these countries. If at the end of the day, me a charter flight then they then come in. If they are coming in, how are we bringing them in? It's also very important. It's another thing. Are we putting up some measures such that some conform stranded now? Are we going to quarantine them? For how long? Are we going to do sampling just like we did before? Until when you know your protocols government will put in place before such a decision will be taken. It is still different from opening Burkina Faso border. It's too different. It's all about opening Burkina Faso border. It is too different. So, opening your friend saying Cote d'Ivoire border. These are two different matters. And you know, they are stranded persons that we are talking about, not just anybody. So these are two different things.
So we now maybe producer boy and I Saka Ministry of Foreign Affairs because we need to understand it. We move into mandatory quarantine now. And what are the protocols? They can't test you more America and some more they are banned.
Legitimate questions.
Obibeka said clearly this is double standards.
Which one?
Obibeka said double standards because we know Obibeka said you are just hiding behind stranded. You are just hiding behind stranded because we are Nigeria for cry.
They also pick stranded persons. That's what he said.
Or say stranded.
What's a stranded person? No. What's a stranded individual?
But honorable stranded or otherwise, yes. Is it not the same process? And now before more do baby fear nana, is it not the same process?
Oh, and America say so America, your students are legitimate students. Government as sponsor they were America. Yes. They can never say they are stranded. No.
So I'm to buy for a year or two.
Yes, omo visa, everything they are caring for them, everything is in place. If you go to China, same thing happened. If you go to UK, we have the same thing. Are you getting me? Into such individuals, say if there is an outbreak in China, just like what happened, and you are advocating, say we disagree with you.
Okay.
But Obi Owa, just like I said, ye bibi na de no koye. Wan sha na anya na adwen say sebio. Okwa kwatena America. The visa na owaji ye kura na ebia for all you know, it is just 3 months visa. Visa na wu. Into I stranded. Ono a ontimi mpie. Ono so a ontimi mafie. Enya no making. Into such individuals is what the ministry is saying.
Describing as stranded.
Yes. Register them across the jurisdictions now and let's know their number. If the number is huge and there will be the need for us to evacuate them, then in that case we will do that. Even Omabano, what are the protocols? Just like you have said, Are we going to find a place and quarantine them for a number of period? Are we going to do some testing for them before they come in? All these things, you know, are legitimate questions. I think going forward, no, your department or your media house can interrogate further and get answers. That one, I don't have any problem with that. But I know very well that government will not just go and bring in people just because they are stranded, bring them and come and push them to the. It is obviously not going to happen. Obviously, there will be protocols.
Okay.
Sure.
To go back to this, Dr. Baumia, Mahama, NDC minority job, and Kasadi Awakano, you need the answer say when your political issue.
Sure.
But certainly more Amanaya political issues. And how did this become a political? Why did Dr. Baumia even have to respond and compare COVID-19 to doom so? In fact, in independent people or politicians, independent people are say it completely unfair and insensitive. Say adie kum nipa. Yeah, can one some no be criticized so who managing here o si doom so. Me wa doom so anyway any relationship bia. Nti muna moye politics with the first and foremost but Dr. Baumia now by force obekasa.
Oh.
Efa we ho.
Say free speech. Nti by force there will be into being catch up say by force kasa.
Okay.
Anambwa.
Okay.
Send the frame me we studio. When I send this to me, send me me pa me catch say me. Me pa na me ba. Send me nua NDC so wama. Ebia for you know what if you hear you. Wama. Are you getting me? Nti
but choice, yes.
You remember Tamana Baumia running mate and when you're president no. He criticized John Mahama, but then the president was he doesn't know what presidency means. And for that matter cannot criticize him. But no about the president. Are you getting me? So all right, so no be criticizing to be. Okay. We see doom so against COVID-19. Ninyina a crisis. Okay. With doom so economy no. Okay. The economy as at the time of Omo leave office no grew at 3 point something. We inherited 3 point something growth. That is the GDP growth. And then there is a well prediction say if we are not lucky, economy is going to grow by less than 1.5.
Yeah. So
they are all crises. And that doom so, a lot of people couldn't raise income because one, nipa no ebia where cold store light in the hall. Nti for ebia 4-5 months want me anton fish back okra. Even fish and meat now frozen chicken out the be two sa fridge. Ni nyina price here. Nti the income are affecting no. Baba the income are affecting no. So say economic crisis doom so and COVID-19 will give you similar results. Because in there is a funding gap of about 11.4 billion fiscal deficit, and we have to find ways of managing and filling that gap. Until no wo mreso no, dum so no bae no, then na we ye de boa nipa sabio omo omanyimu. This was a very simple question, and then NDC is talking and running. Everybody is confused. Masa udi dum so bae. Muabe na odi boa Ghana for. That was the question. That was a very simple question. Now we so they will be.
But was the question fair?
You said we are not managing it well because we are making the people to suffer.
There be or say, economy no is robust.
Yes.
It
is.
But just in a month.
Yes.
COVID born and you see how they do so makes a very fantastic point.
What did he say?
Am I to say US?
Yeah.
Now other places in Europe, even UK crowd, we very hardly hit.
Yeah.
Germany hardly hit.
Yes.
Omo economy they collapse. But what you COVID-19 born anyone one kasa waje tum say according to economists, economy one we be grow at 1.5.
Yeah.
Now we call World Bank, we call 1 billion.
Yes.
Is this an economy that is robust?
What are the
What
indicators?
is America for Bobbs here?
But my brother, you are talking about Bretton Woods institutions.
Well,
these are developed nations.
Obviously.
So you cannot compare Ghana to America.
But in Nigeria,
obviously, even if it's about even the biggest economy, if it's about even the biggest economy, you can't obviously not compare Ghana to Nigeria when it comes to the resource base and the larger. Na nipa say kra na wa friends in Nigeria. Nti my here asem. So don't do that comparison because we have a comparison now. Obviously you are being dishonest. You don't compare apples with oranges.
Something they say mona moye dishonest.
Would they me back?
Okay.
Mommy. Your mama is talking about we talking then in economics. Me lecture. Machine basic economics. What are the things that you will say an economy is doing well? What are the indicators?
That's how can committee no.
Obviously, yes. The indicators. You talk about inflation. You talk about interest rates. You talk about exchange rates. You talk about your debt to GDP. All these are very positive indicators. So if you are doing well, these are the things that will show that you are doing well.
Okay, what are your points? No.
What the say program what there. To wait me, I cannot trust. Are you getting me? If we have come to inherit an economy, okay, that was going at 3 point something, and today we are talking about averagely 7.5 growth. You can't tell me such economy is not doing well. Okay, if you talk about borrowing, Busiabo. Or no, between 2013 up to 2016, they were borrowing at 243%. Borrowing. Interest at the rate at which no more borrow, percentages wise. 243% no borrow. Between 2017 to 2019, we were doing just 76%.
Are you sure, no?
I'm telling the figures are there. 76%. Although in figures wise, no, it was 122.
Yes.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
And we'll move it to 214. So obviously there's an increase. But if you want to compare it in GDP terms,
okay.
You see, our borrowing obviously is increasing, but at a decreasing rate.
Okay.
We were borrowing, obviously.
But it is at
a decrease, obviously at a decreasing rate. Obviously, over figures there, obviously it is so. And inflation was 15.4% when we took over from them. Today, what is inflation? Inflation is ranging around 7 point something. Okay. Interest rate. What is interest rate today?
Okay.
As compared to their time. You see, these are indicators. These are things that you cannot run away from. If you go to speak to Professor Jumpo, who you say, I don't know whether he's an economics.
No, Professor Jumpo Babeka about the politics are more about
get economics and ask him that some figures here are they real? Are they cooked? They are not. In any case, stabilization fund are some omoye who did say yakwa yiska or stabilization fund. You say ye dien. Madam, a moire esi won say. Dia na ode moire de.
Asa ohun keka wa na de titian na.
Sa moire adwuma no.
Ba no so nche say ohun keka okra na
de. Oh, wo ohun keka wa. Na wo de atiti.
That would be the reasonable one.
That is it.
And no so nche say ohun keka wa wo de juri ama ho atiti.
Na say ohun betiti.
Na make it.
Ntenya moire adwuma no. I'm asking you about the work of your nails. So who keka wa na wo de atiti. Stabilization fund nyina yesika. Enya nipa ba ko dia. Nti if today Ghana for kwa hiahia mu na se sabio ye yusu some of that money dia aboa Ghana for then you say that we are not doing well. Sa borrowing and some of say we went to World Bank to borrow. No? It is a facility to cushion COVID-19 countries.
Yes, but na say that any country bia World Bank I am a basic can to one so obia betimi abeje. Sure. Obia nkoje.
Why not go do ankoje?
Everyone koje na my point even is that you on man bia na akwaje.
Sure.
Into what also economy ni robust.
Yes.
Ade na akoje bosia.
Oh.
Ade na akoje.
Madam, ntam ka cho say. Na me ni ukasai. Hwe reliefs are ye dey abrega na for. Obi beka say ensuo
no minority point ne say some say mu wo sika wo ho a mo say economy ni robust and na den and ka den na mo for minor sika improvise this relief
stabilization fund ya ye use no enya o minor sika today
250
massa the fact say ye ka say o money was scam no obi am budget for COVID-19 ya budget COVID-19 ni mu obi am budget
okay
ya budget say be ye kwan nti kwan ne nya ye
okay
ya budget say sabio ya baba ye schools nti schools ni ya nya ye ya budget say sabio enwuma bi wo ho a ye be nti sa ne ma ni nyina ye nya ye ana
okay
no the fact that COVID-19 is there doesn't mean that you find insurance say the famu na entena se just COVID-19 abanti ye nya hwe no if there is an opportunity for us to also go and borrow to fill some of the gaps we should ye fight COVID-19 no na ukọ pandai na ukọ salaga kwano yegusu yeye ukọ western region akwan yegusu yeye ukọ Ashanti region akwano yegusu yeye
eno mo ye de
me na me This is a year of rose. We have not abandoned that project.
See.
Are you getting me? Yeah, employment, we have to employ the young guys. Young guys say because COVID-19, are you getting me? And you know, for them to come out and say, yes, the economy is in your robots, I didn't emphasize scanning your winner. This is an unforeseen thing that has happened.
Okay.
We a year to your
that's all, maybe every day, be our surplus or ODSU.
Oh, sure.
You always have a contingency fund.
You can't go and clear everything. Even the stabilization fund, you clear.
You still feel say justified.
It's very justified. Yes, I feel it is justified because Sabio say na want me afa omoyere amfa antwitwa na just omoyere is of no use.
Okay. Again, back to asema na mekanse na baumia asema obeka no. Ade na baumia political na we dey to say dumso na ye ma odumso kra we ntimi amanage. Ade na aba be criticize here. Was it necessary to obeko say e ho na nkofo ka say politics no?
Sir, was it necessary to reply?
To reply in comparison with dumso.
When
this is a life and death issue, and Kofo ebusu for 18 ewu so far Ghana how.
Yes, that's true.
And Kofo kununumi on papa money ade.
That's true.
That's why we are minority focus the most insensitive thing.
Yes.
Other people come when politicians so I can say about me anya ade. So they are politics. And anything I must say a be a flat gate na I say they are free for all. Into minority for so your politics. Obi are politics.
Into one kofa bai.
Almost say ono kofa bai. Enye Mahama kofa bai.
Oka tima sa na omoka. But I say, Madam Cartwins in a member. Nanko, almost Ukatima.
Ukatima.
And a matchel kaka. Are you getting me? Ukatima and a ma, a choka.
But I say, the man, no meaning.
The view of money, Nimka, crossing in member. I'm just trying to make it on a very light.
Light, okay.
Tia, near COVID-19, we are Abana. By the close of 2020, Nkagana be phobia who say, Usuan Sue, now Usuan Sa, no who ni do.
Okay.
Even the fight of COVID-19, Krano, I'm a Ghana for who say, Nana Dodanko Akufo-Addo is not a man that is not somebody they can trust. We are there for the people and we'll always be there for the people.
Okay.
Whatever we can do to cushion the people, we will do. As regards to Identity Warapa John Mahamas on Doomsday matters now, Madam, John Mahama no Okoka Assassin. Let me catch you say Ghana, he has every right to say whatever he wants to say. But the way he said it, Kwana offer so they criticize this issue no. And the man Baumia so reply and say, Massa, what umres bibia sida o. Bibia sida. Dum so bae. Ye nyina hum dum so. Relief ben now. It was a very simple question, a very harmless question. The only thing aka your mama ne no crofo aka say, no kre dum so bae mre. Dum so bae no we na ye. We na ye. We na ye. And e dey bo agalafo. This should have been a very simple answer. But because they didn't do anything, because Omunu said to Kofun Wana do akaka. Are you getting it? Because Omanya Hentino, they've moved into fighting and saying all manner of things about this COVID-19. Okay. But I think that after replying him, it was a good reply. We just want them to come and tell us, say yes, yeah, okay. And that would have ended it.
Okay.
But because they did nothing, they moved into attacks and moved into demonizing and saying all manner of things. But I think that, yes, I will continue to say COVID-19, the fight COVID-19 has nothing to do with politics. We should not bring politics into the fight.
And that should apply to both sides.
I say they would never, nobody said anything about the fight. We are always praying. Okay? In as much as we pray, prayer without action or faith without action is faithless.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
Yeah.
Say ye bon pa yesre nyankopon say omwaye no. Ye say ya famudie no. E say eden. Yeah. Okay. And that is why the president will keep addressing the nation almost every week to tell them steps we are taking.
The president will keep doing it.
Oh, say they in an edru this oba
broadcast
no actually we upon Nkrumah, the Minister of Information has taken it up to continuously update Ghanaians as to steps we are taking to help fight this COVID-19. That one, it is not politics.
Okay.
It is not. It is our responsibility. Yana abeno oiwe insamu. Kwan bia yebetumi afa so na manage na making sure say Ghanaians are safe under this COVID-19. We will do. But in any case, how many Ghanaians will be bold enough to say, sorry, Akulusi, where you say, look at the calls that are coming. People are not happy.
The pressure on the president.
The president. Do you know that Obi? You can say Obi and Kwa when did you know? Who knows? I saw you close. You know, Obi did it, baby. Did you know? And I wouldn't say.
That is so.
That's what the person is. That is his livelihood. What close? I sorry for that long. Correction, ma. Bibia ma. Then the baby. Are you getting me? They also have a legitimate concern. Okay, but prayer can be done anywhere. They are very religious. They pray for us. They pray for this nation. They can pray anywhere. But they should help the president with this fight of COVID-19. It is a quality fight. It's very important. Now it's essentially your mama. So no COVID-19 team now watching.
I think that's a very important point.
Yes. Instead of doing the talking himself, he should let the team that he has put in place. Say or no, just team. You should let them. Or ideas be on famra. They should put it up there. We will look at it. But if you move into politics, Vice President Mahama will reply you, and it will become political, which is not good.
Well, that's another thing. We have also share live critical issues. UTV, Shephouse, Abeka Junction, and say, professors no. How much are there with University of Ghana near no much come, but there was also last week critical issues. You know about Dongo Ekasai about Unipass GCNet issue no. And there were some comments honorable kan editor Area Sofmafu senior minister say as for Baba Jene pension e was Unipass same way Samson tia say the ntia chinchine minister Sofmafu so opese GCNet otwam no de ma Unipass for because GCNet for contract no ebewu 2023 and so honorable chinchine watwam e de adwuma no e ma Unipass for Sasam na nkoye ama Area Sofmafu I said the Ghana ni obiai e legitimate right of rebuttal and I said first and freedom of expression and most importantly natural justice e was say obiai anya kwan e kan asemti honorable so rejoinder ye nua be ma deputy minister for trade and industry Carlos Ahenkwa be ba no ne aba beche but ye person political science lectures on Dr. Sasante Professor Jampo Bechie mu ni ehu exactly say NDC ni MPP e the same way ye politics COVID-19 and I say NDC for nkwa na dey politics and enye MPP for na dey politics and MPP for nkwa na dey politics according to Baumi Asemi or the beba ebeto abonti and which is which honorable Carlos Ahenkwa deputy minister of trade and industry honorable Ewan man so honorable no pay good morning honorable so ho ye there
opa na miadu
yo honorable enko Unipass GCNet manso ya abanyina time am ye say can take you over na anya adwuma ena makwakopa GCNet for che say wo mo emma de jima mo that is a judgment day to crab but yako disclaimer rejoin and also first last week the honorable Adongo be kan ya this board senior minister no usi senior minister ni nyi ho ma mo de rejoin and necessary
oba ma menchia wa no pe na me na wase menchia o mo hwe nya na no kwe yanka zanga za menu Adongo oye Bolga Central for MP to the bia na nsem kemia na ne nyoma yibi enhede ntwa yi sa na what here na no kwese ono who senior minister responsible say a friend is saying senior minister aye offer Unipass as the pension na odi abeshek Ghana Pokua generation yen yedi ekire no emeboa yen na se we penimu ana se we honorable member na se wo kasa ya entweye because senior minister anyi bia no oye penimu a baby a wo Adongo wo prade akono onu we free hono mo atsa hot map for the limbi na eto so bi sa contract ikura e de Unipass wa no Sabita Prata, it was inside Asana, interministerial committee, Ministry of Trade, Water Facilitation, President regime, and I deploy and as I'm running out. Now, say, I share now the ABA, GCNet, the way now we can't see another the way a protected revenue, no, if it be a small solid, and I say, if it be a human sense, I don't see the reason why I said be a problem. GCNet, as far as I'm concerned, any program and as a project, I mean, I can say, a project bonnie, there be. But, yeah, buy and you realize that any single window now, a banner notice no pretty.
Oh, okay.
Almost pretty double single window. Now, that double single window pretty no. Two systems no encasta. In Tiama, loopholes, every day, who they wire you have one day, no, na to me, Emma, a crime by them woman, for it to be about 5,000 for a whole Range Rover car. And it's decided to any system, a very seamless, end to end, single window, one is a friendly system. And the new money was 2015. NDC are buying every Korea for Unipass. He said, between needs and gaps analysis somehow. Now, you can see between a correct mistakes are the revenue collection. Almost by the 6 months and more and over. Almost year training the cost of Wobiko approach. Senior, they go church on Korea. After 6 months, on my best contract, they offer West Blue Fee, the premise here. Nigeria, a buy no Mebeji, a Juan free woman. Korea one day, I'm a Memphina, I will a prayer boy. And see, a buying for a buy a share new zoo. And I won't reinvent a wheel. You go for Korea for the running and she say, oh, you want on Bebeche, and I know you on Bebe, and if it's me, I'm on Matwaswa. I'm paying pound by a ma will be a share. A Juan Moyeno. You realize say, and no, between a boy, say he used to or over a friend saying systems no. And I started say, yeah, a home and share. Now she share no, sister, bear 1.5 years me. What we will say, the system itself is not a problem, but the operation, and as a human factor, no, has been a problem ever since. One more say, penny, am I do systems no, joining with the DNA we're dragging feet. You're training, a friend is saying, freight forwarders, you're training, the friend is saying, operators are always front ending now. A car configuration now. They say, Yama port for an terminal for and a shipping agency and a shipping lines. Operation, ya what you ma, ya come once a month, that's not working. And a buying, and say, so I'm finding for more at the ensemble briba into a mile cut off date, say, from 28th of April here. Ubia and migrating called Unipass. And the 27th, and agents are only used society about 70% of its usage will be from the freight forwarders in the ports. No? Almost best the minister, normally two names say, Abaya Kata, it means Abaya, and this what you name the way of a new system, maybe to me, Anka, you run a parallel. Name say for some time, name is a bit me a bois because we got a category of now you win one careful. Now, a quack of fat and send me a brain. In Tinka, you bet me a dream one day, I am time cracker. Now, Jason and operating on it. In fact, 27th, and I know me as I meet. In minutes that I saw on the me and Kamoshi, or Beko, meaning Ministeriano, on no mapa with you. And the or the community Ministeriano, I'm also doing home, say, Yassam, and no cast any year running on fire for 1 month. Make a not meeting up to about 10 o'clock, 12 midnight. And over beyond ma GCNet for no information and sana ABI Mopo. The idea of an GCNet for not comply with an earlier order said by 28, no, hopefully Unipass. Internet see a pronia catcher and said this is what the stakeholders have come up with. This is what people who are using the system to work have decided and as they have asked in the best room say almost replugging in. They run the system alongside each other up to some time. And I think that the second day, they managed to come back and go forward. Now, I don't go, what twisting because of politics, no penny and senator fracture. Or yet respected by both sides of the house. Okay, and Nanwa, almost NDC for what Kunyaswa, Repatriation will be a winner baby call. Almost a project we are as a program, we will Akusumo. I'm inviting MP before I see Uncle. Almost if Sheda invite Professor Safama for Ankasanka on the side. say MP before the answer more thing I can find them because you're mining on a mining part and no crap one quarter crown then except because your kind nature baby or more no when you'll be as well but we bore mine say now we decided say would be training him of one other day if you be good one before saying appropriate so boy finance minister and who have in a work pre-crack on so be poor in the unlikely events and the NDC win election and the on to the boss now on making sure say baby, I went through in life. I mean, I don't go and you see, I don't go. You onto the boss, now on good itself in the politics. Now, up to the stage, at least, or this will be within a chair, only a club money pool.
And they say, I don't know about that point now you're making. I say, I don't go one of his issues and you know, Casa and say, GC net for no contract in 2023. Until I then I'm more cancelled this year. But again, Pacho, before I know, I know when mom say, NDC time. And a Korea for no Unipass for no Eba Ghana.
But your son make about 2015.
2016.
Yeah, 2015.
2015.
Information with me someone.
Okay.
2015 and NDC go out to Korea back.
I know man for contract now my home.
I know man for contract more than 6 months. I do see a better contract no more for West Blue Free Nigeria by.
It's actually on starting sa Unipass transaction when you na.
But your worker.
I see. Enti pacho GC net for the na and also contract no ebewu 2023 na mu twemu no. There's a possibility say judgment beba because a breach of contract. And am clauses be or contract mu eche say mu betimi terminate abra enru expiry date.
Afia menu anya lawyer for. But allows all the wadu from one. Me hunu say contractor e 2 years to expire. We were cast a buying a befria kunyaso, meaning by October 2016. I bet about the following month as the following 2 months. We were signing contract and renewed for another 5 years.
Pacho, to Bona chair, Mammy. 2016 October, I buy befria kunyaso no. And I'm renew GC net contract.
And I'm renew for another 5 years. We cannot original contract down 1 year with one, the expired 2018. And there were 2 full years to run. And the then will be prepared the home. Could renew contract no after 2 years as and the woman.
I'm not bet me answer that question. I'm over ministry on documents when who about our contract or mama justification tier or more extended contract for another 5 years. Abrana after 2 years to expire na.
Me pacho me who justification be na justification no crap put me nyɛ adwuma de kyerɛ sɛ saa time na wo sign saa contract no. Na wan kasa won na e ba kosi wa bontia wo kwa na say there was an election na. Between your baby, and number 2, there were 2 clear years. You between the Ashe and Kofoy Ejumaye, I can say, if we have a competition, Marima competition. What am I meant to argue in question? Eston Cubic.
Yeah,
says Sunny from one month, a friend saying, Bauxite were in check Supreme Court for judgment. Nafatu to him. Sa, you be frabem, and you sign your Bauxite, he demand. And no problem any renewable, yes, sign full contract at the amount. But Supreme Court urged to say it was not appropriate and it was not well done. And they call it off contract. It is a war by the free bem, not so started so since and contract, the man for you buy contract in the OWA, yes, and transfer, especially with the Bisa Coco border. They did the same thing. But your chairman, Yen for now, wedding chimney, we are said that we didn't know. On one said that's after contractors in our transit. And Okacha said, this is it. Contractor is signed previously. You bet me at Rina, damn the consequences. But on yes, sir, more moment in transit, na renegotiation. And penny and pa or your renegotiation, for by a few of the contractors on transit, would we save 80 million. I don't know, say dollars or the cities, I need to check that. But 80 million, I remember the figure very well. And Memo. Yeah, they're saying about your lawyer and Attorney General. Attorney General advising or say because our contract no soon any leg to stand on. And the end so young as the na yenye. And the yet some of us on court. Of course, they are welcome, say they are right. Nobody is going to challenge that. Of course, some more judgment they don't call it's not they who would determine. Judge not check when you be determined. Lawyers no answer. But as we stand now, dear. I am not say a so we are going with Unipass and Unipass only.
And the honorable, how about say a problem to what Unipass? That's also another issue. Uni anum straightforward as one now no more give near the enya complaining say system ni nyɛ adwuma fa da na ka also mu take over krano or my team take you over. How about no so ma resolve that because the system no the justification for Unipass say about be create single platform. Now platform ni nyɛ adwuma then we say waiting again.
Afia your friend is saying system be anywhere deployed initially unya teething problems. System be anywhere deployed immediately to hit the ground running. Especially system and I say electronic data interchange system a needy here say nipa bi ebe plug into na mo dia adwuma. Say ya wa unkwa wo dia obi upload app no dia adwuma e different. But say koba say obi feeding into it and I say obi configure into it. Every time you get problems. What the what transfer match? GCNet started, that was a problem.
Yeah.
GCNet was not a friend saying 100% foolproof system when from the start in 2002.
That is so. That is so.
For a very long time. After even Necrank for still won't complain about downtime. GCNet suffered a lot of features on the way. Unipass problem and your system problem. The system is perfect. But human problem now, what human challenges there woman and a problem. That's the one who say, if we have to about a separation. And the Okrofo separated with GC and Abba Unipass no. And they are trying to find every means possible to either drag feet or delay time. I know now my yedru baby yedri. But like I say, it's a human problem, not one more. Unipass is one of the best systems that is used worldwide.
Okay. But until they see the problem said, I know crying, then yes, system be a started our teething problem. Where the unstarted cry. Now the amount a ferry can say now no more come back to GCNet form which is mama use some way you can. Meanwhile, GCNet for class or mocha data in your model because I am data. I'm saying I'm there.
If you no correct, my predicting Okas unstarted cry and no correct. All the entry points in the country, all the your friend is saying any tema. Oh sorry, Takrade are using the GCNet. Of course, once a while they see problem. I mean, no, because I'm not going to meet you more radio station back also. More correspondent or Takrade can say, only any problem. They don't have any problem. There will be uncomplaining fee. But they say once a while problem the baba.
No more. No more demonstration on Takrade port. Ne agents for na no me freight forwarders so. Or me demonstration. What say?
Me bajo mantie no. But I would my main first akonya the main control say certainly omenya one or two issues going forward. There's no a friend saying we are system be 100%, you know, from the word go. Yeah, ko ya ni mo ni hu sa problem no almost fix it because the background system na the background system no ono onye operational person and as onye operator to say me am dey adwuma and me e ba me just how anyi za hack to my heart to see now omo dey shame. That is what is going to happen. Takrade me demonstration as omukoya. I had some very good issues that people said about Unipass or Takrade. It is working at the frontiers. Number two, what the data ni on the no correct because from the master agreement, no first agreement was signed that would sign in 2000. No. Every data, even the license and software, should belong to the country Ghana. But only the Aqua legal and 17.
Exactly.
But for your information, data in your media.
Well, I don't go every pieces at the end. Last week Saturday say a data na GCNet for the anti about home betro. So we are attempting to sell befa home betro because in your dear and I best start another legal battle, even outside breach of contract battle now and no now. Judgment debt no.
I don't go on your authority on these matters. I don't go on your privy to what the agreement says. Agreement no crap only copy. Me will copy minimum agreement. I know what it says. I don't go anymore. Ombra no me bisa na yen chre no. Ombra no me bisa na yen explain me no na parliament man for no. Oh hitch na no problem be ask me. Na me explain be show. Data no just one clause per 10.5 in that thing no, gives everything in GCNet to the government. So what I say, and not just data. It's use the software, everything, licenses. BBI are binding.
Okay.
But would say about because of the court. I think the judge would have a very good interpretation on that one. But Kacha Dungu, man in Fanadi Munyoma Keke. Judgment debt. So feel say, only entitled judgment debt be almost say judgment you're from him, you're in the court. They should go. And they will realize they be crowd on Bitia Bicycle. You never know. Intimacy, almost Siabote. Now, Oma, ye say here, abiding new system, system no ye Ghana government, dear. System near Ministry of Finance for dear. Yen control BBA, software BBA, dear, yen control. Omunyani and Yanasa. Because the Cocopanasana, Ecofa, say will be Kaka and some now, somewhere in the Muninia, Impans over and in Muya at the trouble, Beba.
Okay. Honorable Member, as I say, Emma, I rejoined our Bechi contract. Eti, the bank penalty, but you are not before because the bank Unipass never back fully.
Oh, Unipass do all fully this year, but it says a problem. But say la shipping lines need be emphasis on the configure system into the Unipass. But some of the be American over here, shipping agents and Ghana and shipping lines. Your shipping line, and if I register, Ghana ha or fly, and the ship no fly Ghanaian flag. So one go ship on fly Ghanaian flag. Now so we Maersk Line Ghana Limited. I want your shipping line, we are shipping agent. Now Brofunes is here for a very long time. Brofunes is here because of our ignorance. I'm a homoji, Sikabi and so much. My casa more than 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm a Gusuka. And then they feel so strong, say. Omo abaya di ono di aba eso mo buy into and so mo plug into no they are refusing to do it and omo di enwamo na say ye na nka meka say nka ye nye maritime policy na nka ye reserve that part of the business to the Ghanaians because dollar ni sika omo ji was outside dunya outside the krom and no dollar pressure e ba so na ke reserve to Ghanaians o je the Ghanaians we be aka say abide the system abide omo plug in. So that is what is happening. The shipping lines don't play a game. It becomes a problem for us. But I have said, so we'll find a way to let this system work, and it will work.
But I know as the honorable, I know as the me patro mate. So the oya me branti.
No.
Honorable Carlos Ahenkra ye so afa be de cha won na hwe dwede ni free dwuma so me amini abema no no ona o chemu se honorable Adongo dia waka no na wrong honorable Adongo so ye mini papa honorable Adongo last week honorable Adongo be ball kokko se aban ya magana boka na ho na obebo yera ya safmafo senior minister din se be se o Fiscal de be ko pension nti na o kan se ko judgment debt contract e ho no ma company no ebe end 2023 na aban sorry one day I was metwam without recourse to anything. Bibia no abai twem simplicity which is we twem. Che say data na GCnet to for kuta no omo ana omo dia. Honorable say honorable Carlos Ahenkra say GCnet for dia but that's asemu said it bia no ebe court. Ebe mo dia say ensa beka mpeni for Professor Jampo Dr. Isa Santem any for say ensa beka obi of Foreign Affairs Ministry that's a minister and answer the deputy near Ghana for no mo de omo ba no enye double standard said ebinum kana na omo de ombeba protocols ben and ombedi so omo de ombeba said they yate that omo so omo de stranded Ghana for yape Ghana embassy no so omo DC tonto ne nkrof ambassador nakasa na ya hwe say eno so enhye ben omo ye ho a omo se Ghana for no omo visas expire no aban ye enhye obe extend the among critical issues and I'll share live UTV Abeka Junction shippers so do comment by ya unu say sabi ye beka ama wa uni problem biati but me ko hwe binum de omo de ba obetimi ko UTV Ghana wo Facebook now de sa comment no e de ato wonum e de amaya na say wo de okọ me Facebook crowd won say watch party wo wonum betimi connect now so do wadwen share e de aba James Mensa no say two political parties e wo Ghana hanu NDC ne MPP nyina so omo shada nye serious bibia omo de be politics even when they are saying say oh me anya politics ko omo de politics it say omo bepa together no ma con virus no hwe de omo ye James Mensa no NS anointed no say if you are also so nsem so do also nsem so do boss me kwa na hum 70 but there's a whole production team behind me the ombeka na me respect the production team Bonya Kobe Junior no say I started he said me chiba omia kra or started to compare power to COVID no we nya dia ya manyese monti ba omia onye steady kra na ofori mreku no say true talk pa na Murendi Aziwo one day o say o man bia where the media is attacking opposition instead of government. Well, media no a gatekeeper of society, so don't get it twisted. What I say, Juma media for you and the whole society. Like I say, hold their buying. The constitution says we should hold our buying accountable. But also just say opposition so can't they not a chair. We shouldn't get somebody to rebut. Natural justice, go and Google it and read it. Essential honorable men sign or say, if you sleep and keep thinking about someone, what they have failed to do, you can't achieve what you want to achieve. JDM, doom so rest na COVID-19 as any year can soon question. Was say after VIP is firing back, no, the whole NDC party, no, one must assist so much shaking. Say about me and Kasa, Kwamokrada, into Omunya or Masem Kra, and Mohammed Wafabe, was it who is Baumia? Ghanaians believe in lies more than the truth. It's so sad. They say Ghana the Edru and Sabri Joko to Nesta. Also, why won't you them fire back on there? But me eduma no ye into Onyana some crab. Adai man was a sister. If you me here on number, Nama can send be actual and bigger Wamzi Tyson was in them. There are some more new the Okakra or to one propaganda and or studio and Isifu Noah. I say, what was your reaction when Ekufuado said politics is Ebola? Nyinam Onyana sem kra betting boy bongo no say were they not the very people criticizing Mahama for COVID-19 team na afedie or say oma COVID-19 team nkasa nyindam pa what are you talking about and JB and some or say nyindam correct pa some more can true Elizabeth Nana Dankwa no say interesting times ahead sister if I'm watching you live ewo UTV ewo nyinesi nyinesi elembele Yakopo Enshaw. Now for real Louis not say fire back power with deceptive data. MPP for power. There na moking. And Richard Nyaba no say please the peak the peak 4,000 actually a peak. Dr. Edu Sako de Mosan friend bi no church and semunumu enche. Francis Nyako was say I love the Zoom interview na money Dr. Yok you know. Nana sapon kuma bongo no say that's true it Afia. The nyinam kan correct. And Kojo Besa was say this guy was able to answer most of your questions. And nyindam were tight pa. Emmanuel Kofi Usu no say exactly as sama nyindam kano. Menena ya adwen pa. Don Pero was say God to God be the glory say waye ni nyina say plant bia onyankopon ye ewa asase ye se emra na me yedru ye se ne Madagascar for kra no wo menya edru ye ni nyina ye bibidru ya na wo mode aye Sarah Odro no besides he needs to rest. He's always looking tired. What is COVID-19 team? What's it ma kra wabre they be all look tired nti ma COVID-19 ni nya adwuma no na jai say wo ye de you know Hans James Manla or say needless say needless minim de oye and I'm not sure guessing say we fan politicians we ba omi abaka dia mudi nechi we asema wo say kan MPP we pa mo anya de kra NS anointed no say fia munya study wo studio honom na munya de mo ye no na Bishop Kwabena no say vim me show live wo UTV so mo ene adwuma kese amoye e de ai ma Ghana mine Russell eni and was if Yankopon show no production team no for solid work and amoye no questions bia mubuta na e to de bia mo so mbusa question so na for nkofo betu o money esi o mo so mo ntia sese adwuma mo ye no mo job ne say mo babusa questions so e de amaye UK mame o UK o se vim me ne abusuafo ni nyina ye academy o UK ene ye hwe ene ye enjoy wolanyo wa kocha no so opposition NDC just decides to do everything possible say only be discredited by omiane aban e wo coronavirus ntoko a wo mokono ye kocha akoko kra musiboi ye kocha fish musiboi ye kocha aduane musi aduane nyede ye kocha aduane sam se nkofo owu nti say ba omiane aban omunya den wolanyo wa kocha na sema wono e de aba eno no na Sam Martins o sevim me show pa looks like wo ye adwuma every day o obey study wo hono mo adwuma no most is nothing no say if you this your post pa there nye needed me the guest was studio asema o kana make anti me say wa wetie program no wetie no say adwuma ne ye o anka minya anka mada as ye adwuma wetie say critical issues ne yen trust ne yen the other segment of assembly but no quick comment cause of finance committee ni me no about mo committee adwuma mo say mo na mo ye Unipass ho adwuma cause finance
I think it's a trade
trade
me share that ample knowledge
about it. Okay.
But I think that Mathieu Carlos Kakra. And I think that in the interest of this nation, pray. Because revenue generation is very important for all of us. And to Unipass and your friends and GCNet, I think that government has also been very faithful to GCNet. It's not just they are cancelling the contract just like the way I don't go put in, At least we've been in government for almost 4 years now. Anambwa. Nti enye ebia personal matters. Nti they should do what is in the interest of Mother Ghana. And I believe in Osafo so because say ebia or person origin the pension scar. It's below the belt.
So
obviously below the belt because the person Osafo no, if you know him very well, then about what do na obviously wabobra. I don't think that he's going for any pension money, but he's working in the interest of Mother Ghana. That is the little I would say. But I believe in whatever decision that is coming out because they would have looked at it extensively because the public purse is very important. Government will not just cancel somebody's contract and going ahead to pay judgment debts if you don't look at it critically.
I don't believe in that. A little skeptical about my buying. They say, "Mona motia kunyasi." You said they mukasa about judgment debts under NDC for. And he said, "Masa ko cancel contractor when he gusu."
There should be a very good reason. And time I say, we've been in government for 4 years now. And to say, what time be na sabio? Yep, almost time gisi neta. Senka ne asem na ombe. Okay. Nka yes ade no krada na. Okay. But there must be a very good reason why that decision is taken now. Okay. So there shouldn't be anything like obeji in the pension. Okay. We all understand, although it's sarcastic, but we all understand what he means by so obeji in the pension. Okay, sana. It looks below the belt.
Mame kwa amana so na mesane honorable Ato Force Ntwetwe Nkomo no ranking member on the finance committee, former deputy minister now share finance minister.
Madam for Pans.
Madam for Pan Ato Force.
Hey, madam for.
Honorable anope ma achion. Good morning.
Good morning.
Say who ye the honorable?
Yamina dum yo ho ye.
And how born who so bind there from COVID-19 no?
Afia can be obia do obo no ho ban. Me nfen da go kra. Adina wa ban oyehu. Mama bia nyina agende onya no kwa na de se or me dey on camera. Ya hwo hu ye ya do boko.
Honorable Modoboko Unipass na asem ni mo ba mpede kan e bibi fa our friend the COVID-19 this week in fact na minority okay a press conference what's about misleading crofo okay there COVID-19 they are managing it's not that serious any year when they free 3,000 in 2 days they have 4,000 plus now honorable politics here working crofo so okay there minority for one was starting politics no what your politics so but let's go into that management of COVID-19 or any then you can do nyada make a day a doctor but in terms of managing it
I personally believe that upon Kwana Ofado or managing or your COVID-19 pandemic on yet good enough. Now, Center Academy the can one Kwana Ofado or lifted lockdown. It was inappropriate in the sense that time now or left here no obiase or you premature then can them or they will lock down because it's here man opinion makasa time was starting some of us everybody people were saying the kwana wa for the lockdown one na they deserve commendation na they some of us saying now be I think he's doing what he had to do and if he's doing well you have to say that yes he's done it but from the very speech now on Maya there offended then economy no the able to me are rebuilding them woman no impade into Konkofanamba. I would have thought today that singular word another quote now or wakan obedient forever. Unfortunately, from the address now oko make the lockdown no evidence available now suggests today or take other decisions apart from Nimpan health in the decision. Decision no or taking it is not based on medical sciences. Probably it's based on economic science or BB today political science into not taking the decision. But evidence suggests today time not taking the decision, it was premature. If you me constituency am come on CCI, ya bani bi esiho.
Everybody be about constituency.
It be about my constituency. Impako when you be in a particular community because of the stigmatization, so you don't really want to mention the community. Nimpano time work a day, or man all your lockdown. Or 24 hours notice. Them 24 hours 48 hours notice. Them 48 hours notice. In the Nimpano when you do a cry, what you cry, one proper village hall.
Wow.
So within that 48 hours, I'll make a lockdown. The one offer my lockdown into necessary constituency. Constituency order. He spent close to 10 days.
In the constituency?
Or make you contact. There, you on top of into one brand befan. In the walkway quatrain, ne a blood sample. Blood sample also walkway quatrain now what the queen. It took 2 good weeks and sana where then would to once a can or a result in the day. But you see, because the lad now a woman in some jurisdictions, if you have 24 hours, you get your results. Into 24 hours, no, then you second results now. I don't know what 2 weeks in. This person now, our community no money, son, our community no money, work acquire, or you were friend then outdoor require or no, or MC, our community no more.
Within the 10 days, no ban.
19, within 10 days, no ban. No, this is after 10 days, so about you know, 2 weeks in our water channel. What catching on yourself quarantine until there you results in the Baba or isolated because until the results in the Baba no you can't isolate the person.
No, okay, MC.
Son of Aquay MC, no Aquay will be outdoor. Now what's in the time and now what you can now on said them no ordering bra no wire branches on them queen. Before we say Jack no results in the bed 2 weeks after now what no question baby no. What has happened is that Nipana, we had a way make a contact, and we are talking about 36 people. So these 36 people, we make a contact with them. No, nobody can tell that the monk of one seven when you are be another one be. But immediately, there's the need there. What about now? Why do you want blood? Now what I that's when you be and when you be. Or Ben, so go be your girlfriend or anything. Girlfriend is where you woman. And then the was sounds we could privilege for. Emma, okay, could you know village, or Wakatna village, couple of days. Emma, him for all one to our friend on Bayana, Wabo, you got in on your one to Yano. What is the possibility there? Or also on spreading. So now people are worried. All of this are management lapses. Maybe. So we are saying that Senka lockdown now on man, 1 madam 48-hour notice here and Kame constituency in Kawenyebi. Because in Kayipano and Kaonko. That is number 1. Number 2, a corner for the way what quarantine in Pano. Or either by now, you have enough preparation. You what structures are self quarantine. No, the worker one can self quarantine yourself. What is the Nyama yellow to place and you make sure that on few no uncle another community uncle spread sickness. These are legitimate concerns. See, this is the mass. This is not politicization. Because we all care. And I don't know about only men this, only men people, only Mudiara. Prime Minister Mpu Prime Minister Sokro Senayosu Wenyebi. Serious people, and it affected everybody on foul structure in society. In fact, the evidence is that now when you're paying for they are at high risk. And I want to underlining sicknesses were high risk. And who are those people where you're paying for? When I want brave you, what is it? Sebe. One brave what it is here. Dan Chibi, what they are foot to Bapabi, whatever more money. And if we are going to in such a way, the mean paying for ya, Danchiway senior citizens, or guide Danchambay, let's say Yabama, Yaba subject one into high risk. Do you think it's good? No. We were all expecting there, and at the time, that president on my lockdown, offended or left lockdown, and the numbers of a start with the Wabafo. I heard the Ghana Health Service Director General. What's the I didn't weigh peak? But can I say peaker? No, Chedo, Obokoso cry, Obokoso at a decreasing rate. Or Chedo, the worst is over. Now, those were picking within 2 days were increased by close to 1,000. What? I've been picking into the Rocodono. It's either there, abandon for now, the 100, I don't know. Why? I don't know why Jeff wants him. Another corner of the way, if you have nobody has politicized this. When President John Dramani Mahama offered me COVID-19 or your team, I am a member of the committee. All what we are doing, we have never politicized the issue. It's a first media encounter. We only provided suggestions, and you can read some of the things that I said. My document is out there. So it was just to suggest that what is happening, it is for all of us. It's here now, you come together, you fix it. I'm paying John Dramani Mahama, all my speeches are. Issues is to provide suggestions because you are not sitting with us.
invite and the Yamba better and the Yamba Quanibi, the Yamba suggestion will implement another Yamba team on YouTube. In so many other countries, your joint committee of parliament are involved, but he abandoned also no on majority side. One question warrior. They are not involving us. So if you don't involve us, no constituency, if there is a problem, how do you expect me to give my what I think I can do to help? Yesterday, let me first of all thank my district chief executive, Mr. Yako. Yes, I mean he called me about constituency. So let us all come together. The young problem. Mr. Thank you. We are in to help. Nobody is fighting for a fame another BB. At some ways, or yeah, some ways I'm a hainer. So the DCE you called me, and you can call the DCE. Oh, Femino, Marco, I'm only Nayakan in Tabum. You to my door, they have him for what constituency when I have together. So that together, here now you to me create or your quarantine centers across the constituency because of what has happened. I must say immediately, so BBC, you to me have a nimpan yet now. Initially, the suggestion was that we will create one big quarantine center in the constituency, Ubiara and Wadnoko. But you see, because of stigmatization or what I don't know, the question is that Obi what you crow number 8. That's when you're them ya baby. Into Mfana and Fanum comma you crow number Y. Because it no come crow number Y. On Sunday, I mean, you are baby. I didn't dinner. Then Obi when you are baby for the Abram. I think your best spread will make community. So what we said is that there were various traditional areas. Ibian creating quarantine centers. I must say, from there, Yabani be Obi Sebe on you when Yabani be no on you, we make a contact with ABCD. They are them coffin at Akosho until time now as some Ban. And clearly it is working. So my advice to government is that as some way see it is for all of us. On this asem, no MPP asem, and CPP asem. Or as already here na together, they just fear fixing na asem driver.
But honorable, why do you think there 2 days na present or the lockdown at that them 2 days no joe in 15 before announcing the lockdown on the one a virus no wa because I know what there to them and can every decision being you on my bottom force and cover there in the year lockdown. Was it not the reasonable thing that the president did there? Oh, if you are guy be bottom or Shitobia, Monkoto, and son of our lockdown.
Yes, you see, there are ways of monitored countries how are where you want lockdown. Country do what announced today, what a nationwide lockdown, partial lockdown, nationwide. Baby, our locking it down.
Okay.
President, okay, I'm giving you 48 hours. The whole Ghana will be unprepared. You're locking it down. Obialun took and co baby, or the baby or locking it down. That lockdown, Obama, even watching a baby or the watching. Into the moment, Obiatan 48 hours and astronaut. Then he can say that, okay, it's only a crime commander that is going to remain in the lockdown. The rest are lifted. You think
President Botum will force the answer baby or one. Can the president do that?
No, the president could have decided they want. Young can the nationwide Ghana now your lockdown.
Okay.
It's in there Obia and prepared. Into a kind of Ghana young queen lockdown watching. Our worker in there, you cook Kumasa, lockdown, so there's no need for you to go to Kumasi.
Okay.
In Tamia Watama, let me feel Jumako, and get a Muko Jumako, because Muko Jumako are locked down, or it's a better Madamara.
Okay.
In Ochana Sonet was a nationwide lockdown, or lockdown, or be a prepared work or any day. Immediately, then the president can come and say that, the lockdown, in order for us to manage Hon and Kwafu to Kanisi. We did that to explain to Ghanaians that it is only Accra and Kumasi, but the rest are lifted.
Okay.
You could have done that.
Okay, Mata say.
But you want everybody else to prepare. And then leave the rest.
But
there ways of doing it.
But there's also announcing the lockdown. Lockdown is one thing. To enforce the lockdown, because even partial lockdown where you no confirm UTV cameras sometimes it be say Makoto your Kagari. Can the president control all these people?
You see, the problem now I can say, I will encourage you there if you can just get a copy of my speech at the time before the lockdown when we said the presidential lockdown. You see, evidence or suggested there, anytime you want to lock down, there are few things you have to do first. One, you enter the lockdown on a very unpleasant thing. Very, very unpleasant. Not a lot of people want it, you see. Because it can be on here. Answer no better you have to make the place comfortable for the person.
Yeah.
Okay, how do you make the place comfortable? One, or they make sure the Unipass always ban. Okay. Light, or if you are in a normal day, first in a day, about 20 Ghana cedis say they are light by 1 week. And or if you throughout, about TV, about how we fear our casa. It's about a friend, okay, FMA, war bondrum, another baby. You understand? In the light bill, Bokosha. They are no Fred and during the day they blow to me. Since you're about TV, about fun. In the light bill, Bokosha. The first thing is, even Togo, you said that you waive electricity bill. Togo, as we speak, they waive electricity bill.
Yeah.
Across board. Okay? Across board. And most African countries have done it, not partial subsidy. So gone, completely gone. It doesn't matter. We want to make sure everybody is happy.
Okay.
So that is done. If we are in soup and all of that, put measures in place. And then plan on how you can make food available to the people in their homes. That's why we have military.
Okay.
That's why we have fire service, immigration service. The services, even a teacher phone pool, you can even deploy some of them. Okay. You can deploy teachers. Government workers, you can deploy them and help. Now,
yeah, but honorable, did that government not do that? The
man and our chair, no. One, it was bad, and two, it was not reaching the people at their homes.
Okay.
You see, the corner for the is the issue. The corner for the here. The corner for the no man coffee walk come out to him. I mean, if I have my own way, I mean, I can make a take a decision. I can catch on there. Sharing of and hot food, you know, you should only limit it to the street people. When you baby, one year ban.
Okay.
Only limit to the street people. When you baby, 1 year ban because it is not what the people want.
Okay.
Because we have dietary problems. We have religious issues. I say, it's ban or halal. And there are dietary issues. And as I said, the first thing is make Unipass stay comfortable for them to comply. Say make them stay comfortable and nobody will comply. Only until then the work came there when you need to make it comfortable for people. But abandoned management now offered management, it made it uncomfortable for people. So people started shouting and screaming the young. There are so many other countries on lockdown. Togo, we go on lockdown. A country like Togo, and we can't say that we are better than Togo. We cannot be, and Togo is better than us. We can't say that.
You are calling a country like Togo. And you say you're
not a country. No, I'm not saying that the country like Togo is Togo or a bad country. I'm saying a country like Togo in terms of their size. In terms of their size of GDP and economic wealth.
Okay.
So look at the size of their GDP and economic wealth. Never compare Ghana. Ghana and economic wealth. If we are here in your lower middle income country, Togo is a poor country. In terms of the economic wealth, you cannot compare the two. One, a low-income country, one is a middle-income country.
Okay. But honorable, that said and done.
The economic wealth can never be the same.
Yeah, but honorable, that said and done. Why is the ban or attempt, according to you, why attempt to not betcha the ban? Why ye sister, why live to lockdown? But in Suno, or 3 months. Can they not 3 months? But since and so cases work over 4,000. One NDC Fukuya minority so abeka there. Government is not doing well. They shouldn't have lifted the lockdown time or lifted lockdown. So abana say why you confused there. One mom was a COVID near politics there. Abani who on yet. Oh yeah there, must say. Oh yeah there. So now government is saying that why you politics.
You see, that's why government or politics. A government somewhat has become confused.
Okay.
Government can never say that you're phone. The only way we can talk is to give some suggestions to government. Maybe they're all wrong. You have to criticize the government for government to realize that Maria mistaken. That is the work of opposition.
Okay.
It's times like this all over the world. Maybe I as I said, the president's first statement today, he will value people's life to the economy. No? I would have thought today that is what is going to guide the president's approach. But clearly, that is not what is guiding the president's approach. Rather, he has chosen the economy over the lives of the people. And that is why I have said that at this time, first thing what you have to do, every country, in times of emergency, the idea in there, you reprogram your budget. Certain developmental projects are all called, you suspend it. You take the money to fight the pandemic first. Fight it first, because school I come out and say, it's school there. Until there, let me keep on from one to go back to school. And that's why I came up. Until the pandemic, economic activities all resume in a car. So first of all, government needs to keep what we need to do in the domestic arena, pandemic solve the problem. Only to the culture one day, we expect them they ban over to use the domestic, but that is not what we are saying. That is not what we are saying. Up to date, a ban on to member where we program projects, no way to direct all government resources or the chunk of government resources to address the vulnerabilities now you are facing, particularly to ensure that them ordinary people are want to afford certain things in times like this. Yes, government will come out with the coronavirus alleviation program. But the amount involved, it is very meager. I've heard people talk about 1.2 billion 288 million of that amount, or your tax exemption. Government health workers. It's about 900 and something. So the actual cash is about 900 and something. Them 900 under 1 billion, we have already spent close to 80 million on food, 40 million on hot food, and another 40 million on the other one, foodstuffs. 600 million Ghana cedis was small businesses in the form of a stimulus package. May read what National Board for Small Scale Industries work. What's in there? Each company, looking at the companies now, what support, they will give an average of 3,000 Ghana cedis. 3,000 Ghana cedis. Only to America there, President Mahama Waka, there, Social Security and National Insurance Trust often it's net. In times like this, they should also be able to give something back to society. The reason being that, people contribute for all your pensions, or contribute for one pensions, I must work for pension I will do when you scar. But the reality is that there are so many other people pension about to work with you after Cope, then I could on for the member no way from. But Bimu Campo want to leave to meet their pension. Into one for them scan. But since there are people who have contributed to this pension scheme, were your private sector workers. Because of one company now all means we lay on off. So what we are expecting is that because we lay on off, I was also expecting the government as a matter of agencies as we speak, sister. The truth is that government owes Senate close to 4 billion Ghana cedis. Government can pay Senate that kind of money. Get Senate to give some token, not to all workers, because one of what you happen to do still one salary cool. But somebody who contributes to multimedia or you're a victim of 1,000 workers away you want to he should be able to survive. Because currently, because if you have a brain, me a journalist, multimedia where you made that, another radio station, another TV station. Urban TV station is ready to employ at this time at September another commercial assembly. At this time, that's the reality. So they won't get immediate work. And that's what we are saying, that a bank should immediately encourage Senate. So one law, not the Parliament, and they change the law now. One more coffee, even if it's half of their salary, another percentage of their contribution for 3 months or 4 months. After 3 or 4 months, we can revert back into the old system and then make sure it is done. But you see, when you confront yourself with a major emergency by the man, you provide emergency response. So we expect government to give emergency response.
Okay.
When we say that, it is not politics.
Okay.
We are telling the government to do what is right.
Honorable, the solution on your press conference would that solve the COVID-19? Would that monitor government? Would that bring numbers? Now, since I will do 4,000, but to stabilize, would that give proper care to Nkofo where when you be now? What's the factory could say Nkofo when you be 150 or tested positive? Would that deal with those issues?
Okay, you see, the government is not engaging you.
Government is not engaging you.
The government is not engaging us.
But no, when you want this phone work at COVID-19 team, yeah. So and government is meeting COVID-19 team.
Engaging us.
I say.
Yes, to team, but the government is not engaging the team.
But I hear government on you COVID-19 team can meeting or Jubilee House.
Oh, a quiet 1 day meeting is that engagement.
Until after that meeting, one for COVID-19 team will be.
Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened.
It's honorable as fine honorable into minority for no ma ba beka there aban ya te COVID-19 team because yenya pede ye boa. Na ya te COVID-19 monye ho aye meeting kro. One from team ni bi what is happening? On the floor of Parliament, have you asked the Minister of Health? BB them day, BB them.
The day I was debating coronavirus alleviation program with Parliament, what we said, in fact, what the tax exemption is, what we said is that we are expecting the government, the get minority involved. In fact, what's in there? Yes, I see examples in so many other countries, like the case of Finland, France. The opposition parties in the Krampo will lead or joint committee effort. Until we expect today, as a matter of urgency, government or need team on fast some opposition political party for being from Besham, or your professionals or from Beckham. National approach, not a government of the day's approach. We need a national approach to deal with the problem. As we speak, nothing is happening. Okay. Nobody has engaged us. We have raised this issue in Parliament so many times. We even said today, the order. Bipartisan committee. No, we want to run this. Government did not mind us. So how do you expect me to contribute?
Okay.
In times like this, I have suggestions. How do I put it across? And I'm in your phone. I don't know look for Ghana for you can be wrong. I'm Kasa. No, I'm back here. Yes, Ghana say.
Okay.
Then what's my role?
Okay. Oh no, I don't think anybody is saying that. But maybe on call Unipass now they no do. Friend then government is near the judgment that no pedo oye na de why they've corrected the errors now. You are on the finance committee because you are the ranking member. What do you think about them Unipass na sesemi?
Yeah.
Honorable.
There are serious questions on this Unipass issues. Serious questions. We will request for answers. The question is, one, there are reports the Unipass is not working as expected.
Also, Unipass is working. Also, there were initial problems, just like GCNet started now. Problems. West Blue Pole now problems, or also were resolved. Resolved.
That is question number one. Question number two. There are reports today, even the Unipass software, is not different from what we are using before.
Okay.
There are questions that's like more or less the same software. That is happening. There are reports today. GRA has even written to the existing company. I don't like mentioning of companies because they are corporate institutions. Okay, existing company. They should go and do the work because Unipass is not ready.
GCNet is one back no.
Well, yes, that is what I meant. I didn't want to call their name. That's the old company.
They went back to work.
Okay. And see, if the GCNet will back, then it presupposes that the new company now, are they ready to do the job, to bring the needed revenue? And the issues of the contract was signed and how much is going to cost the average Ghanaian or cost the state. Serious issues. In the coming days, because of the issues on COVID-19, I and some members of Parliament, we've restrained ourselves on some of these topical issues. We'll bring them back. because no American since I can be that the focus now is on COVID-19. How the nation Ghana able to meet him. Able to meet him.
Okay.
You see, we are going to address them Unipass issue thoroughly and ask those questions. And we will demand answers from government. There are issues that we are hearing, but when we address the press, the issues that will come out.
Okay. Mamendo was a papa then, but case no one chrome no pacho. I check my hair. I was in Yapanoco, was in which isolation then was now.
District, young hospital, district hospital, your isolation center. So the person has successfully been isolated. Successfully.
Okay.
And district, as I said, the DC is doing well. What now isolation center will feed in from the assembly, so he's being fed. Okay, so that is not the issue. The issue now is Nimpana wa contact on them papa within the community. That is the issue. So nobody knows the outcome. Whether the outdoor hepatitis was spread and another one spread or nobody knows. Whether the girlfriend now on the way we pray we to spread in another community, nobody knows. Whether the community knows female and what any other people apart from the third section, nobody knows. So the district health directorate, led by district director of health, why contact tracing.
Okay.
So that requires they immediately, or they are bombarding the quarantine centers.
Okay.
The quarantine centers and I said local crow area. The crow area was I mean a minji or Rubina Waka for the I'm the member major. But because of the stigma now, so straight away, or there you get involved with a man for our workers, our district, and myself and district chief, the chief executive, came together, met with the traditional authority rulers. Because all you need to do about one traditional authority piano, one casa one check and baby away a quarantine centers for baby.
Okay.
Because the truth is that I don't know what about community no more, what about district no. Because of how an impan or mobile one can overcome nakal, could be for another community what nakal, what spread or anamwa. Other into dear Wabomazan, we've been able to successfully get some of the communities to have one casa one quarantine centers. Okay. For Castle community, I must say, immediately, where contact tracing now, they can put you at a quarantine center. Now, I've been on quite the same district,
Okay. I think I had between Ward and DC, and I think the other district should emulate that. Maybe my own DC and MP and DC, my corona, you are helping to do this. What I know, need the MP.
We have to do it. You need choice because look, we may be political enemies. Yes, we may be political enemies. But I'm an only a common enemy, not a enemy. Yaba or Bukaman on that. You come and fight enemy.
Yeah.
That's what we should do as a country. We should come together and fight it. And clearly, that's what we are doing. So when you call me, I said, DC, I'm ready to team up with you. Let us work together and save our people. It's a young cofer. At the end of the day, you must be able for me campaign. But in the meantime, what matters is young cofer as great about.
Honorable Pachona may say, but President Wansha, it's chance and the Obakasa. Okasa we are Mahama Besano Wakasa na because when you them so all politics obeya in COVID-19 no nje adwuma no onje amaho na COVID-19 team no wonye adwuma.
You see, me pede mama Matthew what I said Matthew be chiao. Me pede I said President Nana Adedankwa Akufo-Addo Obakasa. Okasa let's say President Mahama or friend then you see once a teacher always a teacher, aren't you? So I'll call for teacher Matthew. You see no call me there Okasa let's say Nyamenadom let's say Okasa no Otto Ghana na ya kumema Otto ya kumada. There's no need for him to come and speak. But so Okasa let's feel that immediately no all my suggestions be next time we implement her. Who can command them you offended or Akasa, no, or suggested send President Nanado Akasa, no mum a he kakri or Kamanko Yanedam, another Yanedam. It is right.
Okay.
It is right, Dodo Akasa. So, in as much as Ononoye, the opposition leader of this country, presidential candidate of the largest opposition party in Ghana, or offended the NDC. Nothing stops him from speaking. And let us also not forget that when the immediate past president of this republic, what handle or situations similar by this. Similar. And nothing stops him for him to come out and also give suggestions that he thinks that this should happen, this should happen, this should happen.
Indeed, we should expect him the president can say we are best now Facebook bio.
No, Makano, Mintum in Kade for sure, or Babakasa. Mintum, I'll be wrong, the Makada for sure, or Babakasa. The corner Babakasa will depend on the corner or a president, Nana at the Danko Kufado Babakasa. Then some of the cow women on an object or Babakasa, another only Babakasa. But on the wire ready. NDC COVID-19 team will go for meetings. Meetings are your queen, I see your the suggestions, your co-briefing or your leader and the flag bearer of the NDC. We'll continue to brief him with facts and figures what is happening in the economy. As long as Yarbe is doing to us, both medical and then from the economic point of view. So the president, our flag bearer, is very informed. At any point in time, next President Akufo-Addo Bakasa, let's fulfill the lapses woman, nothing stops him. But Okasa, that's what he and I are sorry, Gani, what's an Akomada, then there's no need for him to speak. But Okasa, that's a BB wronger, he will come and speak to it.
Okay, you. Honorable Mayenda was a papa. Honorable Ato Forcing, a former Deputy Minister for Finance, or a ranking member on the Finance Committee of Parliament, or near Chichin Koma or Chim President Mamma Baba Casa. The President Casana or a mistake when the Castle man or Chabibia obey your Facebook no 10 times. You know, Baba Casa. Honorable Jim Damo studio around here because your time that's why it's about. I can't say May 9th and there. Afofida kesi ide kai atorenchem kesi to Ghana ye call stadium because of has nko to go the love of footballer ye nyina ye do football me say wo hu se me hye ya fabu one fabulous asem kesi to Ghana for nipa be so head you no ba ko ewuye ene ye ka che hu say never again and I Ghana better now to ceremony kesi koso wa Accra Sports Stadium ye hwe later on Awia Prem to be ka say bobo say no details on ebebrel ewo ahanum say empese bisa bisi be but no mamenye o final comment say unuanum akasa where do we move from here?
Yeah, I think many are at forcing. I can't say be brave, but for the sake of time, no. Maybe I'm not man to me and responded to all of them.
Okay.
But one thing I say, government is leading the fight against COVID-19. Parliament may, I don't remember, I said Parliament, they are formal majority side and leaving the minority side. That must be established. There is no way Parliament can come together and form a committee without the minority. I don't know what he was actually referring to, but there's no a majority side committee on that issue. That one, I saw what I say. Two, say Abia or say 48 hours notice in the or no constituency, no, or more recorded case. And then okay. It's just because, like I said, we should not leave this fight in the hands of government. We must hold individuals responsible. Because 48 hours now, okay, almost in the sample, no, or 10 days, this man was still an MC, officiating and leading programs. Then na community, because issues are about, it may meet no more than 25 people, and all those information was out there. But this man was MC. Nipa welcoming, which means that the individual responsibility, say you're taking it seriously, it will disturb all of us. But Oko district your district response team on this COVID-19. This is Obia will be, and the MP, everybody is involved. Unless otherwise, why being say, Sabio, and I like the spirit now, or no car say, on in the MC, but I think it is late. It should have been earlier than what he's saying. Maybe for say very late. But what's this need for? Nkabeya need for nyade.
Say a suggestion President Mama de buy. O ka say omonye ensakaye o snete law.
Na ka sika na ye to hono.
Omo
fire de mayeni.
Enye se ni nyina mo fa bi.
Omo fa bi mayeni. Because me da say.
Enye na wo earlier wo ye mo example.
I am happy with this suggestion. You see, na omo nyina hu say. Sabio, opinion are like roses. Okay, that's your opinion. Everybody has one. But sometimes, don't demonize one opinion and begin to look.
Okay.
And that's it, a contribution you can pick it only when you are retiring. But because of COVID-19, almost say nkebeya yense samrano. Do you know the issue about the Heritage Fund?
Yes.
Do you know the debate?
Yes.
Do you know what they said?
Say echema de. Enti afanto o ma echema.
na you nyina wu anchirema no ho
ono meba memo atas meva Romeo Dro na May 9 disaster no ceremony omo Accra Sports Stadium yon koso yebesa basi say Romeo anope yemo achi
oh me Joseph lady
lady Romeo we dey ara na by yen say mo year ceremony bi wo Sports Stadium mo May 9 disaster ya ye Ghana ye kai kra na ye machi asem kese ya ye kwotwe football abo edipa 127 ko wuye ubetimi acha de ekoso anope me say minister e dey ensuring bi to form
yo vim lady me da say na ma obi bia o hwe YouTube akwa ba na se na wunim no ene 19 years over 100 supporters, football supporters. Accra Sports Stadium na match Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Accra Support at the SSL so the year 2001 and as a match here Koswa. We are supporters over 100 and something at the Asho Munkam or Agupamas Demum and because of COVID-19 Penifua Womo a ceremony and Pese Womo Eben Cassia said the Afia in said the Bia a amount for supporters Womo Ashre Womo and Kwabusha for Womo Kamfor and Kwaramu United Bananso because of COVID-19 Omo Ayano Kakrebi na in Penifua by a deputy minister for youth and sports. Perry Okujeto, Ono Etime Ebabi, the boss of the National Sports Authority, Professor Peter Chubesi Ebabi, the board chairman, Ura Kojuba, Elsu Ebabi, a rep from both Asante Kotoko and Accra House of Folkom Ebabi, a rep from Ghana Football Association, Oranidi Ade Prosper Harrison Ado, Ono, and a represent the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association. Nemum, now Honorable Minister Aikasano, or see the HM. Now they are kind of NSC born about home by if we say attention say to my Ghana if you do uncro here or more embassy a BBM embassy and the stadia a hodwa or man penny AC any day was your air innovation and one more at the Ashim Senabea or more able me anya exit point bebre and Sabia attention bisa ecosia now amount 40 me after home a can Senabea deadly near disaster is here the year 2001 it be intimate and consider meti share there or Ramudi Elfreno Echo and Kaidum Noa or as survey social distancing if it's a COVID-19 about into Bia airborne Hobai or more SRC or more Romonsa all the protocols in there or more observing the camera it's when you futua honorable Edema Ghana for UTV Central for Yansu LBP Moide and Honsepno and Magana for
Romeo na omache bia enhihye wo ye nim say after May 9th no several protocols near there here adwuma asesan stadium no near there omache bia in the long time after nedie the ebe kwakosi bio going forward
well na jubede because minister ka say because of COVID-19 the nema bibra say na kese nkomo ye no wo mo atwe asensen kaka wo mo ehwese bia nyame adna say yare atwuma next season you behu enema bibra omo edegu akwanso omo ye demum o kai se omo set up a trust fund omo ehwe omo hworo omo nkwa abusu afọ tenkra omo ma omo eja omo chinina no mene openi ba kwa ne dia de ora CC anan ekasa ono e na that trust fund no ano waka kire me se enkra no omo hwe omo a na ebi mu krampo e wo university ai bi mu so ewi university a omo ebusu a etia omo school fees oso omo a nanka grande so omo from crèche e kodu GHS and SSS na omo enim die no eko enkan na omo enima die no because of omo brilliance ntinu omo asa atwo omo so e wo the various universities a manugusu abeka say over 12 students omo university and omo ehwe omo SH omo ka enti other measures in there apart from COVID-19 and enema ya observing na omo purchase say ali etwemu dia womo edibegu akwaso
yo ya na asi papa yenu abema Romeo Odro no obo adwuma ewo Accra Sports Stadium honom no chese May 9th yenyina asem kese to Ghana fo a chese asem nipa ekohwe ball ewo stadium womo konya stampede bubu fa so ewo stadium ho emo ekowi ne ho afa enom ko na esa COVID-19 nti yatete ntem a womo eye adwuma no critical issues ni ye sorry a na wono bo nyinam na ye closing remarks na chese me interject
not me yes now suggestions are we say former president Mahama buy na chese senate no ka ono na wo hokora na nko omo de mra ne buy e ma na sesan a contributions a individuals bi ye nyina ye contribute no na nka sika ne bi omo awa bi amaye e me yadi because one hwe yi a
ubewu ansa na
sika na den ntino issues about stabilization fund no more complaining sika we den enchirima de heritage kra de eno kra de omo mpese omo betibi but it tells you that look say issues be you are confronted with an issue like this COVID-19 you need to do everything to make sure say over my life of the individual and over form and you know if it is about the fight of COVID-19 I think government we are on course seriously on course. But government alone, just like I said, cannot do it. Yenkwa government kwa wontimi nye. Na na do obeka nsam bebre waka no wa chirechire mu yenye ni say. Sa relief ya president de ba edema omanfo no. It is to support your income. That is just the rationale. Intino ebianka obekwa adwuma na nka da bia obekwa adwuma akopon se ya. Sese ya because relief bia ba wakwa mu no. You need to reduce the rate at which these are some of the reasons. But obi owa, some people don't still believe say COVID-19 people don't still believe, even in Accra here. When says 4,000 cases here, you recording no. Greater Accra alone is about 3,400 and something. Greater Accra alone, which means that say amayani anko Greater Accra hon pa ebetimi akosu ye nyina. Mimi ko villager. Oka COVID-19 asama obi ntiasia oji so chiri mu ntino we should see it as a teamwork. It will be wrong for obi beka say former president John Mahama manenkasa. Obviously it will be wrong, obviously wrong, but his nekasa na all the bano kasa na all the bano it should be a statement stock. Obviously we opposition leader and me kasa on kasa but about issues of COVID-19 no ba beka me I still think that just like Atofos no say government has never called them. I don't believe in it. It is a two-side issue.
Okay.
It is a two-side issue. The government and frewa na also was someone ultimate the day ultimate the anambwa. So okasa omo koye na omo pam omo dia kameti ase. But you know if sabio asam ya wo dia untena se ntwen se obi mfre wansa. It doesn't to me it really doesn't help. Into omo team na omo form no. So more very informed and better suggestions are they can go and meet the government COVID-19, write to them or even call them. This thing, you may not even need any protocol. Oh, we have some issues to come and discuss. And I'm not sure, say, they will deny them because they met them in Jubilee House to discuss the way forward. Like he said, Atu is a very nice man. He's my friend. He's a very good friend of mine. And then there were propaganda and be shame. And I've always been advising him, say, propaganda. I don't go no. It is good to speak this way. Obviously, say, we should all fight together because your DC is your political opponent. For now, you have a common enemy. All of us, we have a common enemy.
Which is COVID.
Which is COVID. So if we don't come together to fight COVID, then we'll be defeated individually. Okay. And what is the use of the politics we are doing? The Memifo said, we are doing well, let's listen to President, let's look at the ideas they are bringing. We can all criticize, but not just criticize, bring out very fruitful suggestions that will build Madagascar. Well, I don't know. But I think that obviously, you see, people talk about sanctions now, any protocols, even in America today, there are some sanctions that they are trying to do away with. Even look at their cases. If you go to Germany today, cases keep coming, but they've relaxed some of their protocols. And you know, it is as and when you are giving an advice. We can't continue to say, although the cases are rising, there should be stringent and sanctions. But now people are insisting on protocols like social distancing, face masks. Everywhere you go, you must use a face mask. Just some of those things that we must hold individuals responsible. Say, look, you can put the whole country under lockdown, just like you said. People were still going out. People were still going out. He will just go out. Are you getting me? You know, I think that protocols now, let's all follow it up. I've talked to people. People are still naive. I mean, that's my problem I have. People are still naive. COVID-19 in ho. Aben kra pese odiska. Nti no ya we say nema. There are people who say government is hiding under COVID-19 and spending money. Well, education no is what all of us must take up and deal with it.
Okay. Asida kese nkoma o say o join we honorable Matthew Nyindam ewo Mrashebedwa Finance Committee no so ewo Mrashebedwa on no gine mu nkofo a omanfo o mo work pandai abaton pese so MPP Mrashebedwa ne yeda so honorable etumi ba na nka wo so oni abema honorable Thomas Ampemnyako ese ojaman MP nka wo so beka ho but honorable absent o mana konya no is empty chair no nti we ya bone yem honorable we de wa na waye ena ya boy yem no asida kese nkoma Dr. NS York chairman Ghana Medical Association onkrabata won crime masi won ye kasa wo zoom e mo che se ye hwe yie 4000 no wahwe ya ebekọ abrosa enunti na wo se ye nyina ye bo ye ho ban no e posa jampo we zoom no ene ne class ekohia into ntumi ene ye ankasa na Dr. Esantie Sanso na won so wo so ne ye kasa wo zoom e na Skype so ono so chira de enti ono so ye ntumi ene na ankasa ba se da kese enkoma honorable atoforcing se one ye twetwe nkoma na honorable Carlos Ahinkra Deputy Minister for Trade and Industry wo nyina production team solid de bia wo ya adwuma ahomache ekosi anajo ye nyama nka yentumi enye hwe Prince Obimpe edi eni sika nyina so ye da masepa yakopon hyamo ne adwuma kese a moye ewa ha no maseda kese nkoma Pomoni clothing wo na de bia ye betena ha no moma ye office entire ne ade se de be betena mu TV no so a won se ye hutwa anye omana omada mama entire ehye na boy fashion enso na ede nsomade ne komade ne ade enso de mo makola nti onu so kwa wakope ye bie lockdown na unam abonti a otwa ho setete yakopon ya aduma next week Saturday be san ehia aseda enkoma so share live e wo YouTube FM Afia Pokua.